open to a scene, to a starfield. Glittering stars and a faint nebula set the backdrop as a shuttle hurtles through the void, seemingly on a fast trajectory to nowhere. As the camera pans, we see the small craft heading towards a dark shape silhouetted against the light of a small blue sun. As the shuttle gets closer, it fires a thruster to slow its descent towards the structure, and we see it is a space station. The barely recognizable image of the Klingon Defense Force placed on the outer hull, worn down by years of space debris and service. The station itself is large, but mostly inert, as if both life and time has passed it away. The sharp edges and large jagged protrusions give the station a menacing edge despite its inactivity. The shuttle docks on one of the outer limbs, releasing its inertia and its passengers onto the foreboding station. We see inside, and 3 Klingons of differing appearances and demeanours disembark the shuttle and walk out onto a wide expanse of deck. The shadows cast by the station protrude long lines over the otherwise featureless surface. The sound of their footsteps make hollow, echoing noises as they move across the deck, each step sending up dust that hangs in the air like misty smoke. They turn from the docking hatch to board a small lift offset from the egress. The 3 Klingons descend on the fast-moving lift down to the depths of the station. The walls of the elevator are industrial metal and fatigued as the lift makes screeching motions as it hurtles down the shaft towards the unknown destination. Observe our Klingons as they react to the cacophony of noise and the increasing trepidation upon their journey to come. There is suddenly a loud screech from the lift as the brakes try to slow their descent, and the lift slams to the floor with a crash. Everyone give me a fitness and security D2 roll, please.
What is this, an express turbo lift to Grethel going down?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what was the roll again, sorry?
It's fitness and security, difficulty 2.
Oh, I've lost my dice.
Oh, we're off to a good start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my target roll is 14.
Fitness, security.
There we go.
Nope. 1 success.
Oh, okay.
I have failed.
So proud. I'm just seeing if I've got any talents that might help here. No.
Lift maintenance engineering, maybe? No?
I wish. Oh, you know what? I do have
Yes.
backup plans.
Backup plan. Interesting what your backup plan for a crashing lift.
Clearly I jump onto Spocky's character and use him as a buffer so that I don't suffer.
Okay, if since as he failed already, then yeah, I'll allow that.
Yeah, because the talent allows me that whenever I or an ally fail a task, I add 1 point to the group's momentum pool.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good start. So I will add your momentum now. Hang on, I'll go get the right page.
Okay.
How did you do, though?
And I will roll now. Ew, 0 successes.
Oh, interesting. Okay, hang on a minute. Let me just add your momentum anyway, so at least you get something out of this. You all crash into the floor as the lift descends. It finishes its descent, and you all suffer 2 stress. And you are sprawled out in the front of the lift as the doors open into the next location. And when you emerge from the lift, you find yourself in a large antechamber. A stage set out in front of you, with empty seating presented in front. The walls are all bare, except for a few tattered remnants of Klingon paraphernalia and the harsh metal decor of the station echoing your footsteps as you make your way across the room. On the stage is a lone figure. He stands at one end of the deck, looking out into the blackness of space beyond the station. The figure is wearing a dark suit with a hood thrown back from his face. One hand is hidden behind him, and the only other thing visible is a single gloved finger raised in a beckoning motion. As the figure draws closer, he turns around, and you find yourself facing General Chang, leader of the Klingon military. Bear with me a second, I just need to move something over here. My buttons aren't working. Right. So, here you are, warriors of the Empire. You have passed the basic tests to prove yourselves worthy. But I sense there's a little something more than the people I see before me. Answer me now! Who stands before me? Don't test my patience! Answer the question.
Jacumba, son of Waumba, and proud warrior of the Klingon House of Ricard. I am here to serve the Empire. Back left. Oh, I'll also put this guy down who jumped on me for some reason in the in the left. And he didn't say he got off me, so I just carried him around.
Okay.
In which case, I'll step off of Chacumba's shoulders, dust myself off a little bit. I am Machiavel, son of Kabok, of the House of Mokai. I aim to serve the Klingon Defense Force in all of its glorious and honorable conquests, however I may.
I am Barakas, son of Te'i, of the House of A. I come to serve, and it is a pitiable fool that would challenge me today.
So Chang steps up to you first, Baracus, and you have the bearing of a man with combat experience, but I sense opportunity within you. Tell me of your past.
I was born on the outer colony worlds. There raised, taming a wild land. But my family was betrayed by a Batak of a regional government. And so I am here to reclaim my family's honor.
Very well. Chang steps up to you, Jacumba. Oh. Sorry. He says, once your house was the glory of the Empire. Many a warrior shouted the name Ricard to the stars. What has happened to that fallen glory?
Leaders were greedy. They sought to regain those heights that they once had. Alas, they were caught in a dishonorable game of monetary gathering and petty crap. They may have escaped that with their money, but not with our honor. We are now very, very low in the eyes of the Klingon Empire. And I wish to reclaim that glory and go, what once was low will be raised high again!
Okay, finally, Chang steps up to you, Machiavel. And you, son of Dorja, your family rode in the shadows of Chancellor Lorel's glory. But here you are now. What caused your disgrace?
The cause of my disgrace is not one of my own doing. It is the misfortune of being the son of an ignorant father who thought he could reach far beyond his grasp. I will make no such mistake. I aim to serve my house, and not myself. I aim to serve the Empire, and not any one individual. Even you, General Chang. And he presents his battlet and sling and puts it down.
Save your honor for today, warriors. You shall have chances to make yourself worthy. I can feel your anger, rage, hatred, even fear. But most of all, I hear the call of destiny within you, calling you forward. You may not know what lies ahead, but when faced with an opportunity, how can anyone deny themselves? What awaits you will test every fiber of who you are and demand everything that you possess. If you fail, it means nothing. However, should you succeed, I have need of warriors fit to do their duty, yet passionate enough to earn honor and glory. You three have been selected for this monumental task, to prove your worth and regain what your house has lost. It is no secret that the reputation of the families you have come from have faltered in recent years. Take this chance to earn this back. Regain your fallen honor. Make your house strong. In the coming tasks ahead, you'll be tested to see if there is something more to your flesh than mere Klingon blood. But beware. You must be confident in your abilities. Our doubts are traitors, and make us lose the good we oft might win. And Chang pauses to look out of the starlit window again. You will be given use of a ship under the command of Captain Kotak. With this vessel, I expect you to carry out my orders as given and in full, as honor, obedience, and duty, which the Klingon heart would fain deny and dare not. Each of you has a personal mission, which must not be disclosed to your compatriots. To do so would falter our trust in you as honorable warriors and your empire. Failure to complete this mission will result in your expulsion from the empire and your life. Chang steps off the stage and he draws his blade, placing it to the palm of his hands. Swear with me now. Pledge your allegiance to my cause, and you shall be rewarded with eternal life in the halls of Stovako, maybe even earning a place in the Hall of Warriors. And as he finishes that sentence, he cuts the skin on the palm of his hand, letting the blood drop to the deck, encouraging you to do the same. So do you all reciprocate?
I'll get my DAC tag out immediately.
Nice. Yep.
And I make sure to, and I you know, I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna make sure I use my actual hand so it's proper blood.
I so swear.
Very good. Very well. Your future in the Empire shall be decided in this very moment. Go now! Set honor in one eye and death in the other, for they reign solely in the breast of every Klingon. Kapla! And then he presses...
Kapla!
He presses a panel on his wristband communicator and is enveloped by the harsh red light of a transporter beam. And soon after he is gone, he leaves nothing but the disturbed air where the figure once stood. The group heads sorry, I spent the group because that's my notes. You head towards the window where, out in space, you see a spectacular D-12 class warship. Its hull is gleaming with polished metal plating and its twin impulse engines shine brightly against the night sky. Its menacing design gives the impression of strength and power, and each of you look upon this magnificent ship with awe and wonderment. And then with a flash, it warps away, leaving a trail of energy. Rising from the leftover glow is a battered and warm Burrell bird of prey. Its exterior seems almost unrecognisable compared to the sleek lines and curves of the new ships. The ship's body appears rusted, pitted, and beaten, with huge dents and scratches running along the length of her hull. There are multiple holes in the side and rear section of the ship, some larger than others, and some look to be patched up with rudimentary repairs. This is your ship, the IKS Hech Kuf Ha Gach, or IKS No Death in Dishonor. One of the first commissioned by the Empire, and have served longer than any of you players have lived. So, yes, now that's the wonderful exposition done. Guys, do you want to talk about your characters a little bit more detail than sort of Chang's introduction and his harassment?
So, Chacumba, he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder. He doesn't like the fact that he's come from a low house. Did you want it in character?
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
if you wish. Oh, either or, which way you want to do.
I would wish to know more about my compatriots on this mission. But first, let me tell you something of myself. I'm Chacumba, as you have already heard. My role in this is to be honored among Klingon society and regain our warrior's stature in the house of the nobles of this empire. I will fight to the death to save any one of you. But know this, you must also be prepared to do the same. I brook no cowardice.
Okay.
I'm looking at you, Jumper.
All right, Spocky, I'm sending you a little message now. Hang on a minute. This is going to be your personal mission, which I said we mustn't disclose. This is going to be something only for you to achieve. And the tagline is, to sue, to live, I find, I seek to die. Okay, who's next?
I'll jump in.
Okay.
I can't match Spocky's narration, so I'll just say that as exposited by our dear Machiavel, he does not think very highly of his father. He does believe in his house. He wishes to see its advancement through perhaps dishonorable means. You would be well disposed to, you don't have to treat him well, but keep him in mind and don't get in his way. Otherwise, you may find yourself ruining the day you find yourself on the bird of prey's medical tables for you. Odd things can happen in the sector. You know, it's look, Klingon mortality is just so high.
Okay, I am now sending you your personal mission. Hunting he loved, but love he laughed to scorn. Okay, Shy.
Well, 10 years ago, small but honorable house faced discommendation by a corrupt tribunal for a crime they did not commit. This house of warriors promptly escaped from a maximum security penal asteroid to the Orion Underground. Today, still wanted by the High Council. They survive as soldiers of fortune. If people have problems, and if no one else can help, and if today is a good day to die, perhaps they can hire them. This is the House of A. It is my house.
Absolutely amazing. So I'm now sending you your personal mission. This is the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns. I'm going to do a little bit of explaining now, because we are playing Star Trek Adventures. This is the tabletop role-playing game. There's the Klingon edition, which is mostly the same as regular Star Trek Adventures, except there is a new system for advancement for you, both your characters, your ship, and your house. You all have a house. You have the Klingon house, and as has been established in the opening spiel, your house is not doing so well. The house's influence, I believe, I set it quite low, meaning that you can use Klingons. You can use your house's reputation to influence roles. If depending on their respect or their rivalry, it can make a difference between even between your houses as well. They have relationships between each other. So increasing your house's influence and increasing your own reputation, as well as repairing the ship and the ship's reputation is important for sort of your futures as Klingons, as your character. So you'll be earning glory in between missions. So depending on how well you do in the mission, there is a little checklist we'll go through at the end. It will depend on how much glory you get, and then you can spend that glory on various ways, such as gaining favor from an NPC, increasing your reputation. You can gain a new trait, or you can be promoted. At the moment, you're all Beck, which is ensigns, essentially. Although Chang has given you command of the mission as well. The captain of your ship is the captain of the ship in name, but you are actually in command of the mission. Similar to kind of the way that an admiral will go on and say, I'm in command of the mission, but the captain is in command of the ship. So you kind of have a little bit of priority on Chang's word of what to do, but when it comes to starship things, that is purely at Coltac. So yeah, when we get to honor and glory, when we'll come to an end of a mission, we'll go through that. You can also, if you don't earn enough glory, you will earn shame, which can also be spent in a way if you want to be more of a deceptive Klingon, if you want to be more a kind of a Duras to Moog, as it were. So yeah, that's going to happen. As for normal Star Trek Adventure rules, we will be going sort of normal ways. Anything you want to sort of take on, equipment-wise, pay momentum for equipment or pay threat for weapons. If you want to take anything else, you're all issued, I believe, with a standard disruptor pistol and a batleth, I believe. Go on.
I got unarmed strike. What's going on there then?
Everyone can do unarmed strikes, but if you
Yeah,
say,
no.
I would say you've already sort of established you've got a batleth, and I will say that's fine. You could all have batleths going forward as long as you've got the spec for it. That's fine. I will allow that because this is sort of an elite mission.
I did want a gun though, because it's like a batleth, dagger, or punch. And I'm thinking that doesn't help in all
You
circumstances.
should have a pistol. I believe everyone should have at least a disruptor pistol. Do you not?
No, you didn't give me one. I can copy it over as long as that's okay. I just didn't know
Okay.
if there was any specific rules about like weapon. Or something.
We'll go through that when it comes to it. So you have 3 missions that Chang has assigned to you, and you can complete these in any order you wish. There's no particular rhyme or reason to which ones you do first, and each mission is kind of its own full story, so we'll go through it as like a little mini campaign. But the 3 missions are Botas, House Change Revenge, Nov Ngas, Alien Inside, or Kulche Telpe, Fire Returns to the Telpe. So your choices are House Change Revenge, Alien Inside, or Fire Returns to the Telpe. And I will let you choose which one you want to do first.
Well, of course, I know but in case anyone else has forgotten, explain what a telpe is.
A tel-
I've just googled it. No idea.
No idea. Okay, no, I'll. That's part of the mission briefing, but I can read you the mission briefings. Do you feel like you need that as well?
Well, fire returns to the telepad gives me no information.
Okay, all right. I'll go for that. So I'll start with Jukach Botas, House Change Revenge. This is in Chang. Chang has sent you the message. It comes through. You are to head to Torna 4. One of our remote colonies has gone mysteriously quiet. No regular communication has resumed from the colony in 4 months. Go to the colony and investigate the problem. It is a vital resource to the Empire. And the second one, which is Nov Ngas, Alien Inside, which is the Federation outpost at Sigma Alpha is currently holding a Klingon prisoner of war in its main internment camp. You are to head to the station and retrieve our warrior. The Federation has invited us on board to negotiate for his release. However, we don't expect them to give him up willingly. Do whatever it takes to recover them. Be warned, however, the USS Answer is in the area and likely to respond quickly if any hostility is detected. And finally, the Kulcha Telpe. Fire returns to the Telpe. Warriors, we have recently received a signal from the IKS Telpe describing an unusual anomaly near the Bravat sector. The signal we received was almost indecipherable, but from what we could discern, they claimed to have discovered something of serious significance. We shortly after lost contact. Head to the last known coordinates of the Telpe and find out what they encountered. So there you go. Your three mission briefs.
If I was a betting man, I would suggest that the fire returns to the Telpe.
Correct.
Is going to be ship battle kind of focused at the end there. I might be wrong. I think number 2 is going to have some kind of diplomacy, subterfuge stuff, which I'm not fond of. And number 1 is going to be, you're going to get on board this thing and something awful has happened. So it could be any number. So I'd go for the first one because it's got, most idea of being just weird. But at the same time, you go whichever one you like. In this instance, I shall defer to my comrades in arms.
So Machiavelli's gonna twiddle his mustache a little bit. He's gonna say, according to triage, it would dictate that if the colony's been out of contact for 4 months, more than likely every one of those colonists is dead. More than likely. So, if we wish to be efficient with our time, we'd probably be best going after the Telpa. But that being said, they're sitting pretty. They can wait. I have no interest in bartering with Federation dogs.
Yeah, they can wait.
It'll keep.
They actually will. The Starfleet will. They are more than happy to make peace. They will wait.
Okay.
Shy? Well, rather, Baracus?
I believe that while the Federation may want to negotiate, that does not dictate what we must do. I believe it was Kales who said, when your enemy advances and attacks,
good offense.
exactly, you must do the unexpected.
Okay.
Remain placid, an enigma. So we will not do what they expect of us. Perhaps we will tell them we will negotiate, but then attempt to break our brethren out of their captivity using Klingon guile and costumes.
Yeah.
Damn right. So, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So we are essentially kind of Klingon intelligence operatives, really. Would either I be able to use Chang's influence or my own house's influence to obtain information on the following: the captain of our ship, i.e., maybe his personnel dossier, or any other pertinent information I wouldn't otherwise have been given?
Chang wouldn't provide much on this. Your house's influence is nowhere near. I think, what did I set the influence house? Your house's influence is influence, might, and wealth are all one. They're the lowest of the low. You know, everything's fallen low, and it's up to you to kind of bring that up. And your own reputation is about one. You know, you can certainly meet the captain. You can board the ship, meet the captain, talk to him. Koltak is he's a grumpy, you know, late middle aged Klingon. He's wearing, you know, wears standard battle armor, and to play the scene. You guys all walk onto the bridge. And he's sort of sitting in his chair, sort of sprawled there, kind of attentive. He's not sort of sprawled in a kind of lazy sort of fat way. He is definitely attentive. He is very much keen on the moment and almost a little bit secretive, but he sort of turns to you dismissively and says, I seem to have been lumbered with you pathetic cretins. If it is up to me, you would have been airlocked instead of festering on my ship, wasting air and gah. Assume your stations if you have them, and seeing as our overlord has the strange notion to give you operational command of this mission, I have no choice but to ask you what the plan is, if you have even thought up such a notion. But I warn you, countermand my direct orders, and I'll cut you down where you stand. This is yeah.
Brave words for a captain of a collection of stone and targ skins.
Believe me, if it was my choice, I would be commanding something finer, but Chang seems to want me to babysit you as a period of honor. No one on this ship has earned honor for their deeds. We are all cast to the damned, but here we are, doing our duty, doing our honor, for we are Klingons.
It is a poor craftsman indeed who blames his tools for his mishandiwork. Allow me, Barakas, to sharpen this dull blade of a ship. It is my specialty. I will take pleasure in gaining that honor for you and the crew.
Koltak just looks at you and kind of goes, and groans, and sort of just looks away and continues doing what he was doing before on this pad, managing admin things. You have moments to explore bits of the ship. There is a galley, there is engineering, there is a sick bay, there are quarters and an armory as well. Anything you can think of. It's a small, it's a Burrell class bird of prey. Has, the sort of basic amenities. Nothing too fancy. There's no holodeck here, There's no arboretum. It's a Klingon warship designed for, fast attacks and sort of fleet support.
Okay. So, what are we feeling? Do we want to go after the colony or do we want to go after the ship? I feel like we could go either way on this.
Having come from a...
BA wanted to go after the Federation negotiation.
But I am fine. Oh, these are all worthy missions. I am fine with...
Eeny, meeny,
whichever we choose.
Catch a cell tap by its toe.
I was going to say Klingon. But yeah, that works.
Machiavel's going to give you a very odd look and say you shouldn't be catching Klingons by their toes. Very poor pediatric
outcome. Oh, I see. Yeah, fair enough. I'll take it from one who knows. I think it'll be more interesting to go to the settlers and see what's going on with them. I think, personally.
Yes. Having come from a colony world myself, we were often out of touch with the home world for months at a time. So their silence is not indicative of their demise. They are sterner stuff than those who lounge about the capital.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a big sort of as if I'm taking in the acrid smell of the stinky bird of prey. It's like, it would be good to get a bit of fresh air from this, as you say, dull blade. The colony it is.
Excellent.
And in the meantime, I will work on upgrading systems, starting with this one right here. I slam my hand down on the computer pad,
So, what roles are you guys taking on the ship? I have to sort of know that just to see where I'm going to send other people, as it were.
I'm weapons officer, so I'm good with
weapons. Okay.
Engineering.
Good-ish.
Engineering. Okay, cool. So none of you are taking okay.
Yeah.
So I assume you're going to go with medical stars.
I'm going to go medical.
Okay.
Do I have any support staff at all, or am I it?
No, you are it. You have
got it.
The medical bay is a very rudimentary, not many supplies, and a single biobed. I mean, you'd almost imagine there'd be straw in the corner. It's that basic, you know. You have a few.
It's a slot in a rusty batleth shard that's my scalpel.
Kind
Got
of,
it.
yeah. There's a little bit like that. Obviously, there's a few like there's all drugs you need for things like that, but it is a basic supply. You're not going to have your very advanced surgery bays. It's basically going to be put that warrior down on a slab and do your best kind of biobed.
I thought it was like put him on a bench. If he dies, he was beyond help anyway, and if he lives, hey, you've succeeded.
That stack of bodies has a chance. That stack of body doesn't.
Your ship. I'm just trying to see if I should have. I don't know if I sent you the ship details previously.
I don't believe you did.
Did I not? I wonder if I can copy that straight into Discord. Bear with me.
Oh, very nice.
Oh,
Hang on a second.
Oh, stars is off.
All right. I'll worry that it's me.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. It's in our Discord now. This is your ship. I'll put this in show chat as well.
Oh, hang on.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Oh no, this might be a D7. I don't know. No.
no, this is a Burrell, bird of prey. A multi-role battle cruiser. Your systems are operational. Hey, there it is. Oh.
I'll turn the camera off. Where am I?
I think we have the same 1 stars. I think. Oh shit, mine won't come off the thing. Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Oh.
Wings up. That's the way we roll.
Oh yeah. Wings up, tips down. That's no. Okay.
I've got it wrong. No.
So you have all the amenities. You have a cloaking device. You have a couple of talents, which I need to look up stupidly because I didn't. You've got fast targeting systems and improved hull integrity. So look up those. You've got disruptor cannons, photon torpedoes, and a tractor beam. Your power is it's set at 9. It's not the best. Power. We haven't done a lot of Starship stuff with power. Basically, every time you take an action, the power drops and you have to recharge it. But with the Hekufach, the Death Before Dishonor, I will be rolling a dice every time you try and take an action to see whether it fails or not. You can certainly work on enhancing that with some glory skills later to make sure they're a bit less redundant. But basically, I roll a d20 and you have I tell you what, I'll roll anything over. Everything under, 17 or under will be a success for anything you do with the ship. Obviously, if you just want to maneuver or warp to places, I'm not going to suffer for that because otherwise, what's the use of a ship? But I'm going to say anything like power or any kind of advanced sort of maneuvers or like any in-depth scanning. I'll let you like scan a planet, things like that. I'm not going to be horrible and say you've got to roll for everything. Let's just be dickish. But I'm going to say if you want to kind of do some more advanced stuff, it'll be definitely the ship might start to show its frailty at its age, sort of giving it.
So it's just a random 17 or less.
Yeah.
On anything really complicated, or
Pretty
it just says, mate, computer says no, type thing, or how does it say no? Does it just fail at the task?
I think well, we'll see what happens when we get to it, depending on what you do and what I decide is going to happen.
I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with the vague nature of failure.
Yes.
Don't worry, you've got a long-term project to work on. Surely that's what engineers love the most.
There you go.
Indeed.
Brian.
Is there anything I can do to upgrade the systems?
So that will be
in the short term.
In the short term, probably not. Engineering. If you want to head down there, there is an engineer in there. He is. If you sort of walk in, you'll notice that, again, like the medical bay, it is a mess. There are tools everywhere. Panels open on the walls. The warp core is thrumming erratically. It's not working, but it's certainly there. But you see on the floor, sprawled out in one of the corner, is Brak, son of Pach, a lazy and incompetent engineer, asleep and with a couple of bottles of blood wine next to him, snoring almost as loud as the warp core is pulsing.
Just so you know, Shai, my guy's got a bit of warp core tech knowledge, so in a pinch, I can help you out on that one. But
excellent.
I know no means skilled in that area. What roles is it for warp core stuff and engineering? Is it science and something or other?
Depending on what you want to do, really.
I know it's engineering, isn't it? Yeah. I'm one in both of those, so that's I'm not amazing.
For now, Coltac has sort of reported down the ship is operational for the duties that he believes you are assigned to. So there's, I think his philosophy on repairs is if it works, it will do.
Yeah, let's not get that Federation ship to shoot on it.
Yeah.
That's not going to work.
Even the Defiance probably got more than this. So obviously there's not much we can do with the warp core. Like, can I improvise some tools? Can I try and get like a better scalpel, maybe like an actual, yeah?
What you mean?
Maybe weapons, ideally. Like, can I steal someone's batleth?
Oh, well, depends who you're stealing it off of.
Not mine.
Well, there's a sleeping drunk in the engineering hold. That seems to be an ideal. He's not using it.
Yeah, okay. Feel free to take that off him. I'm not going to make you roll for that because he's sound out. He's quite.
What's he using?
Isn't there an armory?
There is an armory, yes.
Why don't you just go to the armory?
Yeah,
because then you'll be annoyed at me, whereas I can deal with a drunk Klingon just fine.
So the armory is... Where did I put my notes for the armory? There we go. The armory is locked. There is a chief armorer there. The usual sort of weapons outside, which are, disruptor pistols, disruptor rifles, batleths, knives, things like that. Standard sort of armor, because there is a complement of about 5 security personnel on the ship. But they are Coltax. They're not yours. They're for basically repelling intruders. They're not for away missions. However, there is a fully functional armory, but it is locked at the moment. But the chief armorer is currently not there.
Do we have anything illegal on board?
Don't
Like
think
any
so.
kind of chemical weapons? Any kind of...
No, it's not that
No,
kind of
nothing
ship, no.
spicy? Okay, fair enough.
Nothing Kittimer convention defying. Oh, mind you, no, we don't have the Kittimer conventions yet. This is
Exactly.
2293. This is before the undiscovered country. So,
all right. So can I roll to break this man's batleth down into a
sure.
small tray of surgical tools?
Let me bring up my reference. Let's give me a more rolls. Let's say fitness security difficulty 2. Are you a physical man? Are you a physical person? Is this something in your
I
repertoire?
was before the bomb, before the explosion.
Oh no! I'll tell you what. No, I'll make a difficulty 1. I'll make a difficulty 1 because to say you're doing
Difficulty
this in
1,
your own
yeah.
time. Yeah. No. I'll be nice.
Okay, so fitness and security difficulty 1. Okie doke. Aiming for 14. Come on. Hey, and do I have what's my security? I just miss out on getting a double success. I get 1 success.
1 success. Okay, so you conveniently you create the tool that you need to perform surgery better than sort of anything else. This, I assume you've sterilized it and everything and put it in a sanitary area. And imagine you're spending most of the time on the journey to where you're headed to, cleaning up your area.
Yes, and I make sure to remove the engineer's house crest from the tool so that he doesn't suspect.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do on the ship, guys, before we move on?
I just want to.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Weapons. Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing when I'm firing them. That's all. Just get myself acquainted with my station.
Okay, so you've got disruptor cannons. They have the vicious category, which means on an effect it will do more damage. And you have photon torpedoes, front-based, basically. When we get into a ship combat, we'll get some positioning going on because you are forward-firing. You have nothing on the rear of the ship. You only have stuff that goes forward. So a little bit of play between you and the helmsman if we get into a fight there. But you also have 5 photon torpedoes, which have high yield, which I forget what that does, but we'll come to that when we get there. And you have a tractor beam, which I believe is in the tactical officer's remit. Yeah. So yeah, you have those. Your shields are... How many points on shields have you got? You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... You got 10 points on shields. 9 power for now.
Okay, that's good. I just want to make sure that I knew what I was doing. Nothing else really. And still hurting, by the way, from that fall. But I'm assuming I'll recover that over the journey.
Yeah.
I don't know how quickly we gain stress, but yeah.
Usually at the end of a scene, as I recall.
There will be. Yeah, there are some effects that could happen between some of these missions. Between the missions, I assume our good doctor will heal any injuries and recover anything between them.
Good stuff.
I will take Braka
Yeah.
up in my arms and move him into a corner onto a unused corner work table and cradle his bottle of blood wine in his arms, and proceed to start
his eyes are
making.
open, but he doesn't quite believe you're real. He's sort of just like, sort of staring vaguely up.
And I say, sleep now, brother, for tomorrow is a new, better day. And I begin to clean and tidy up and start to organize the engineering.
He smiles and, and he raises his blood wine and slumps and falls asleep in the corner.
So yeah, I just access the computer systems and start to try to upgrade the power systems and jury rig what I can to make this ship.
Okay, well, if you give me a I'll give you something for that. Give me control engineering difficulty 2 and see what you can do with this bucket of bolts.
Control engineering difficulty. Rolled a 1 and a 15.
Ooh, so yes, you succeeded because you got 1.
Yeah.
Just the 2?
And then I have, I also have. Do the focuses help or?
They would help you crit range, but you've already got a crit anyway, so.
Right.
So yeah. So I'll say we'll give the ship an extra point of power for that. So now the ship has 10 points of power. You've increased efficiency. I'll just make a note of that somewhere. Hang on. Ship power 10. Nice.
I'm gonna tap on my little on the compound and call out engineering and say, "Thank you for putting the lights on. It's most agreeable."
These aren't LED bulbs either. They're like halogen, and they're flickering. It's like you get those like old strip lights, and they don't quite come on properly.
Yeah,
you have to hit the side of it. Come on.
It's a feature.
Have we decided where we're heading?
Colony, I believe.
Sorry, which
colony.
One? The colony. Okay. So you head to Torna 4. The ship warps across. So say, if one of you were the helmsman, I'd make you roll for that, since no one is. Actually, I can roll for them. Who am I making the helmsman? Hang on, we've got a few NPCs here as well. I'll just tell you who's on the ship as well. Obviously, you've got Captain Koltak, the captain of the ship. You've got the armory officer, who is Charaga, son of Maglin from House Tichar. He is an old friend of Koltak's. Once commander of a D7 cruiser, demoted in disgrace for now disobeying orders. You've got your squad leader, Kagran, son of Dakan, a young commander, and he is the leader of the soldiers on the ship. You've got cloaking technician Lazleth, daughter of Maral, a quiet, middle-aged but stubborn engineer. But she doesn't touch the engineering station. She is mainly interested in the cloaking device. And you've also got Barag, son of Pag, the engineer that you met, and that's some of the main crew. The rest are sort of just officers that just general sort of bodies that roam around the ship. I don't know what the complement of a Burrell. I've got the bloomin' workshop manual here, and I've not bloody read the thing, but I can't remember what the complement is. I believe there's probably about 20 people on this ship, 20 Klingons, good Klingons on this ship. But as you approach the planet, let me find my notes.
How long did the journey take?
I'm gonna say about a day. So that's what I said. If there's anything you want to do on the ship, say like Stars, you've already crafted your weapon. Baraka, sorry, you've done some engineering improvements. So I'll say that's what you can do for that day. So if there's anything you wanted to do, Chakamba, in that day.
I just wanted to ask the captain, because I'm up there on the helm, on the bridge. Sorry,
Yeah.
at the weapons officer. I just wanted to learn more about him, his history, his family, what actually caused him to become the captain of this excellent vessel.
He just merely looks over to you and goes, "You haven't earned the honor to ask me that yet. Come back when you have succeeded in glory, and I will tell you more. But for now, know your place." Turns out that he doesn't like you guys very much.
No, he does not. I think that. Yeah, I got that. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, okay.
So, what you know about Torna 4. Torna 4 is a remote M-class planet in the Torna system, funnily enough, on the edge of Klingon space. It's host to a sect of Klingon monks from the order of Ku Mahul Pu, or history preservation. Non-combatant monks who have sworn an oath to protect the memories and legacies of the Empire should it fall into collapse. And the colony is comprised of about 15 monks and their leader, Canera, daughter of Derexa. When you arrive... Sorry, let's go down my notes. The planet is there, and the colony is on the... I believe I said the northern... one of the northern continents. It is the only thing on the planet. It's sort of a usual normal planet, but one sort of Klingon settlement, and it only hosts these monks. How do you want to proceed?
You said this was on the edge of Klingon space. What are we bordering?
What are you bordering? That's a good question. You're sort of bordering... It's well away from the Romulans. And sort of northern Klingon territory, which is sort of slightly away from the Federation. I'm thinking of the map right, anyway. So you've got the sort of Federation, Romulans down below, and this is sort of curving up towards more empty space, unclaimed space, as it were, away from them.
Where are they going?
Quite far away. I didn't think I was going to have to get star charts up. Hang on. Gone or far away. Gone or far away.
You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. Would I have any information in the database about any potential plagues native to this planet? Any kind of predators native that we should be aware of in case we have to beam down?
There are no known fauna on the planet, although there is vegetation and flora. There is insect life, but no actual large mammals or any kind of like hunting beasts, as it were. Much to the disappointment of the colonists, I can imagine. Nothing to hunt.
Can we do a scan and find out what's going on? Can we do a scan of the
certainly.
whole area and the actual colony itself type thing?
Absolutely. Someone give me an insight in science, difficulty 1 roll to scan the colony, or at least give us a visual assessment of the colony.
That's a 13 for me.
Insight and science?
Mm-hmm.
I have a 12.
I've got an 8.
What? How do you have an... Okay. I guess I take a quick bite of my gach.
Coltac just comes over and goes, fresh.
I will fix the replicators later.
Do we have replicators?
You have replicators?
Yeah, I was going to say, this might be pre-replicator. This is barrels of gas.
I will invent replicators later, I think is what he meant to say.
Oh, all right, Malcolm Reed.
It's something I'm working on. I have,
Here's what I made earlier.
I rolled a 12 and a 2. I don't know, is the 2 a bonus at this point?
Do you have a focus?
Yeah.
Tactical systems.
This is scanning.
Scanning is a tactic.
I will not.
Yeah. So, but 2 successes nevertheless. So.
Okay, that's fine. So I will give you a point of momentum back. So you have 2 momentum. Congratulations. So you know that you scan the system, scan the surface, and you see it's a colony. It comprises of 5 main buildings set on the edge of a valley. There is little else on the planet other than local flora, as I've explained earlier. Temperate environment, pleasant to live in. This is what the computer's giving you. It's giving you all the extraneous systems. This is data. And very peaceful climate, other than a few occasional rainstorms. One of the 5 buildings is a large administrative office. 2 are living quarters, 1 is a meeting hall, and the last one is a storage building. They all surround a large main courtyard with a statue of Kalis holding a batleth up to the sky, signifying the moment when he crafted it from the fires of the Kristak volcano. Just outside, to the back of the records office, is several acres of farmland, currently sown with 8-foot-tall strands of something that looks like corn, and a small outbuilding containing 23 targs. What also is nearby is a alien ship which has landed in the courtyard right next to the main administrative office.
What is that?
I believe it may be some kind of ship, but I'm no expert.
Thanks.
it's the. I'm a Klingon medic. I don't have a lot of other things to contribute. I'm sorry.
Can we focus the scan on that? See if it's anything.
Can, yeah.
Uh,
Let me give something different.
is
for
it in
that.
that database? Do we? I mean, is it just alien?
Okay,
we
no,
not
I
know?
will say yes. The computer does recognise it as a Nausicaan ship, and because you rolled well, Shy, I will say that you were not detecting any life signs nearby
None nearby at all.
on the ship. None on the ship. But if you want to scan it a bit in a bit more detail, you can give me a control and security roll, and I will tell you a little bit more difficulty too. There you go.
I can do that
It's a 12 for me.
one.
12 for me, but I imagine Spocky's got this all sewn up.
Oh, hopefully. Control plus security.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Perfect, excellent. So you realise that the ship is empty, but in the 1 second, where did I put this? Yes, you find that most of the colonists are held within the meeting hall with 2 unknown figures there, which you assume are Nausicaans. You can't see their exact location, but you know that they are in that building during the life science. So it doesn't show you it's like the 2 by the door, nothing like that. You just know. Computer comes back and says, colonists in there, 2 Nausicaans are in there, and there are other
held?
held. They are there. You know they are there in that building. The other Nausicaans are round about the administrative building.
How many more?
How many in total? That's a good question. How many did I put in there? There are 2 inside the main. 2 holding the people in the meeting hall, and there are 5 in the administrative office.
So perhaps if someone were to steal their ship, that would draw most of them out of the meeting hall and away from the structure, so that the monks can be
sounds good.
evacuated.
That does sound good. Oh, I wonder. That sounds good, but I reckon they're there because their ship's not working. If I was a, yeah. Well, maybe.
Can we detect from the scans my colleagues have taken? Can we detect any signs of weapons fire, dead bodies, conflict?
As far as you're aware, all the life signs that you detected to the full complement of the colony are alive. As for weapons fire, no, it won't confirm that.
Okay. I have a suspicion. But to voice it may be seen as seditious against the Klingon Empire, so I shall hold my tongue.
There are no secrets here. We are far from the center of the Empire. Speak freely, as a true Klingon would.
If you insist. Consider an isolated colony, a ship that has been left unguarded by a Nausicaan pirates, we assume, but no evidence of weapons fire, the full complement of the colony. I am beginning to wonder if perhaps the colony decided perhaps to secede. Or this is a world without hunting. Perhaps this is merely a mercantile exchange that they don't wish the Klingon Empire to know about. I don't think that this is as cut and dry as we think, but that being said, I am fully in favor of stealing their ship.
I would say that is a scurrilous rumor about any Klingon ever wanting to secede from the Empire. The Empire is glorious. However, I still want to steal that ship.
I
We can agree on something.
Is it honourable? Might not be.
There is nothing more honorable than victory, my friend.
Hang on. Is that an actual Klingon proverb? I'm not sure.
Wolf said it.
Why would a group dedicated to preserving the history of the Klingon Empire wish to secede from the Klingon Empire? It makes no sense.
Hey!
Perhaps, but I don't think this is cut and dry as some kind of hold-up. Well, Nausicaans wouldn't hold up a farm colony, that especially not of Klingons. That doesn't smell right to me. But
Well,
I have nothing to base that suspicion on.
We need more information that is than is deliverable via these scans. I only
guess.
the only thing to do is to go down there, either using transporter or shuttlecraft.
You have a fully working transporter. You do have shuttles. I don't think you have shuttles on the Klingon bird of prey, so I think your transporter is your only bet.
We would be able to land the ship.
You can land the ship, yes.
And you have to do the wings up thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wings
I
up.
love that. It reminds me of a DeLorean.
Brilliant.
That being said, I like the idea of having the tactical edge. That's adorable. I love that. The tactical edge of having our ship in orbit and ready to perhaps, rain merry hellfire down if something happens that we disagree with.
Sir,
I've already gone to the transporter room.
Yeah, let's go.
Yep. Okay. Whereabouts?
I'm going to invite myself on the mission.
Yeah, Coltack's already assumed.
Joe boy!
Yes. He's
He too!
Yes.
Someone tell me what the stats are for a disruptor pistol.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, let's have a look. Let me bring up one of your other guys' stats. I don't know why you don't have a disruptor pistol. That's very strange. Let me bring up...
I have it in my weapons, but I don't have it under other equipment.
Have you got it in your weapons?
Yeah. Oh, I do,
Yeah,
but I don't know about
interesting.
Spocky. Yeah.
Open with
I've
that.
got
Hang
a
on a second.
tricorder in my other equipment. Is that right?
Interesting. Yeah, you should have a tricorder. Your disruptor pistol, it'll be 6d6 essentially with vicious one, so it'll be an extra damage on each effect. So yeah, pencil that in if you need to roll. If you need to do an attack and you manage to succeed damage, it is 6d6. So whereabouts are you planning to beam down? Is the important question. As I said, there is a circle of buildings around the center of Kalis. I should have drawn a map. The main Nautican ship is parked or landed nearby the administrative building. It's not a big ship at all. It is more akin to say something like a runabout than a actual starship, but it does have warp capability and obviously sleeping quarters, things like that. So obviously you've got the other buildings. You've got where are we? There's 5 main buildings: the administrative office, living quarters, meeting hall, storage building. You've also got the fields and the stables holding the targs.
Well, perhaps we should do a multi-pronged attack, and one of us tries to steal the ship, the other one's maybe releases the targs and starts a targ stampede through the center of the complex, and then the third goes and tries to rescue the monks.
I definitely think one of you two, or maybe both of you, should go for the ship. Because I would be eminently useless if you want to sabotage or fly it. But I might be able to hold their attention or at least get an idea of what they're doing. I can do that.
You see, is that seen as honourable, stealing somebody's ship? Because I can't work it out with Klingon honour, right? They like combat, but their ships, they start off cloaked. If that doesn't sound like, stabbing somebody in the flag, I don't know what does. Got
Yes. Guile.
But we could certainly investigate the ship and see if there's anything in there. And maybe the situation will warrant needing the ship somewhere other than where it is under control of Klingons. That doesn't sound like stealing to me. That just sounds like use of resource.
It's legitimate salvage, yeah.
No one was on it.
Yeah.
It looked about to me. So I'm happy to go and do that. I don't want to accrue any shame. That's my main problem.
Do you want me to go with you, or do you think you can?
Nah, I'm still going to do it by myself, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Keep it on spot to lock on me.
Okay. So whereabouts are you beaming down though? That's the important question. That's the $1 million question.
Inside it.
Inside
In
it.
it.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not
Who are
even
the other
attacking.
two?
I'd let's go for the administrative building where they're being held.
Okay. They're actually being held in the meeting hall, the administrative building.
Oh, sorry,
where
the meeting hall,
fight.
yeah.
So you want to go into the meeting hall?
Yes.
Okay.
Or
Right.
just outside it, so I can declare my intentions.
Okay, alright, okay. Interesting.
I
okay.
want to be the big loud look over here, just in case they
Interesting.
decide to
Okay.
take an interest in the ship. I want to give with one hand and offer a hand while holding a DAG tag behind my back. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
And I shall beam down in the tall grasses near the targ pens.
Interesting. Okay, this wasn't how I thought this was going to go. Okay, right. Okay. We'll start with the Baracus. You beam into the cornfields as described. You are crouched, hidden. No one has noticed you approach there. You're in the tall grass, ready to do whatever it is you decide to do. Machiavel, you beam down next to the meeting hall, and the two Norsicans inside step out and eye you up. They don't move. They look at you, and they say, "He will be here soon. We expected you. Stay there." And Chakumbra, your beam down falters ever so slightly, and the transporter chief is... the transporter chief is the former drunk engineer who comes up stumbling, and that's my job, and he presses a few buttons, and we go, not right, he presses the transport button, manages to get it to go down, and you beam about 2 foot above the ship, and as you fall down onto it, you land and you hit the shields, which are up. And you slide down the shields in an almost comical way as it's buzzing around. Doesn't cause you any pain because it's a deflection technology, not like a prison technology. Give me, because I want to see how you land. Give me a fitness and your choice. Fitness and your choice. Difficulty 2 roll, please.
Fitness and my choice.
Yes, go on. You pick something you think fits.
Hang on. Would not the scan tell me that the shields were up? Would not the transporter beam say, "No, we can't beam you inside"?
You are dealing with
Your
old
stats are on the
technology.
blink, evidently, yeah.
This is
All right, fitness. I'm going to use my bat lift to kind of try and steady myself, so I'll use fitness and security. Difficulty 2, did you say?
2, yeah.
2 dice then. 14 and 6, yeah.
Oh, nice. So you managed to steady yourself with the bat left, slide down the shields as they're reacting, and you land on the foot in front of the ship as it sort of sits there. And as you land, Machiavel, I assume you're quite nearby. You sort of look over and kind of see Chakumbra do all this.
It's not subtle, is it?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't subtle. Everyone's seen it. Everyone knows.
Okay, so hang on.
Okay, go on.
They definitely saw it. Is there a way I can distract them so they don't see it?
Go on. What are you thinking?
What if I whip out my destructor pistol?
Okay.
Whoa.
What are you planning to do here?
Get their attention.
Just get
That's
their
all.
attention.
I don't intend. I want to make a big showy move.
Interesting. Okay. The two guards two Nautican guards that have come out definitely see you do this, and they pull up their guns and they aim them at you, and they say, "Don't move. He will be here soon." But give me, because this is a distraction, and I need to make you roll for this. Give me presence and security. This quite showy. It's going to be difficulty 3 to really grab their attention. You're going to have to do something a little more than wave your disruptor about. I want to hear a little bit of exposition for this.
Okay, so what was the roll?
Presence and security, I think I just said.
Yeah.
Ooh, 11. That's not great. Okay, I have a focus and subterfuge, so that helps.
Yeah, okay, I'll allow it. Do you want to buy a dice?
Okay, so I might well do. I'm going to try and see if I can game anything else here. Let's see. No, that's for medicine. Untapped potential. Okay. Yeah, I'll buy a dice.
Yep, okay.
Okay. And as a result, I'm also going to have my untapped potential ready so that I can try and get some something out of this if this fails.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So, I'm going to whip out my destructor pistol, and I'm going to point it between them both. I'm not going to point it at either one of them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make a very big showy move and then I hold it up, and I throw it on the ground in front of them.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh,
How
bold.
did you roll?
I will let you know now. Because this could go very, very badly. So, they are rolling. My target number is 11. Ooh, boy. Okay. That's 2 successes and a 19.
Close.
Let's see.
How can you fudge it?
Well, I can use a back. I still have backup plans, so when I fail, I add a point to our momentum pool, so
Okay.
I can at least get that point
You
momentum
can get
back.
that back, but as you throw the disruptor to the floor, they both look at it, and one of them looks up at you. You manage to get the attention of the one on the left, for say, and the one on the right definitely notices Chacumba sliding, doing his the batleth slide down the edge of the Norsican ship.
The batless slide, is that like the Tootsie slide, or?
Yeah.
Perhaps it's time for a second distraction.
By all
Gotta
means.
start a Targ
Get those
stampede.
Okay.
I quickly fashion some wheat shafts into a makeshift Targ saddle. And we get a Targ stampede
Okay, right.
by leaping onto the back of one of the Targ.
This is definitely going to be daring. Okay, so hang on. This is going to be a couple of steps because how you the enclosure is. I've got to think about this now because I haven't actually thought about this. The enclosure is made of reinforced sort of old ship parts. So it's like kind of metal paneling on sort of like wooden frames, something like that. So.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so you'll need to do two things. You'll have to somehow undo that, and I'm assuming you're going to spook them, and then you're going to try and ride one. So let's do first off is removing the fencing. How do you want to do that?
Well, we did this very thing back home on our colony back home. We converted old broken ships into farm building and equipment. So I will. Well, isn't there just a gate?
No, the outbuilding is sort of all enclosed. There is an inside building, sort of a farmhouse where the targs are handled and slaughtered. So you could potentially gain access. It is locked, however, that way.
Okay, I will. I will find a single pin that's clearly holding together the outside of the fence, because these are monks, they're not engineers.
Yes, true. This is a load-bearing pin.
Yes.
All right, give me control engineering difficulty 2. Yes, we'll go for a standard.
And I focus in jury rigging and local technology and civil engineering.
This would be civil engineering, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Depends on what that means. Is it like social engineering, or is this like, yeah, all right, fine.
What was this? Control plus engineering, you said?
Yeah.
Wow. I failed both rolls.
Okay. Okay, so as you do, you can't break past this. You can certainly hop over it. You're able to climb over, but you can't physically, with what you have, well, what you've done, you can't physically remove the fencing. But you can certainly.
But there's an exit through the building. Then
there is, yes.
So
I say it is locked. Obviously, they don't want the targs just letting themselves out.
Well, after I fail to open it, I kind of shrug my shoulders and pull out my disruptor pistol and just
Okay.
blast the thing apart.
Give me daring and security difficulty. I'll say 1 because you can shoot a disruptor at a lock. That's not going to be hard. Hopefully.
No, apparently I can't.
What did you get?
I rolled a 19 and a 17.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay, so as you shoot the disruptor, it misses the door, but it pings off one of the... I'll tell you what, I'll give you this at a cost. It pings off one of the panels, and it hits one of the targs, and they are now enraged in there, and they're stamping against the wall, and they manage to break one of the panels ever so slightly open, that they can start to squeeze through. Because they're panicked because of the gunfire, they do start to crawl and sort of try to sneak through. So I'll give you that at a cost, but they are enraged, they are panicky, and they are not very probably likely to want to be mounted.
Perfect.
Okay. As that's happening, as there's sort of gunfire in the distance, there's a guy throwing his disruptor on the floor, and there's another Klingon just sliding his way down thing. As that happens, the doors of the main administrative building open, and 5 Nausicaans stride out, and one of them looks pissed. One of them looks very angry, and he's wearing sort of very ceremonial robes. You can tell he is the leader, and the 4 behind him are more like ceremonial guards, apart from one who's wearing a sort of slightly off-shade uniform variant of what the leader is. And he will stride and look around, survey the scene, and sort of see you, Machiavel, throwing a disruptor at the floor, and he will sort of disregard it. He hears something in the distance, but ignores it. But he sees you, Chakumbra, and he looks very interested in you, and his eyes widen as he goes, "You, I seek you. You, Chakumbra, I know you. Your family knows nothing of honor. You call yourself Klingon, yet you stand before me, defiling my eyes with your presence. You stand accused." And he continues walking up to you, very, very pissed.
And does he have his weapons in hands?
They have their weapons in hand.
Is he pointing them
They're
at
not
me?
pointing
Or...
at you. No, they're not. They're not armed yet. The sort of weapons are in holsters, but they are
they're not trying to shoot me.
They're not imminently trying to shoot you. But as he gets closer, he says, "Your father. Do you know your father, dishonorable Klingon? Wa'amba? You know him? Wa'amba was the one who burned my home, led invasion and destroyed town, lost everything I did. And now I have been given this chance." And he looks up to the sky and he goes, "I have been given this chance to defeat you, to avenge my brothers and sisters and sons and daughters, bring ruin to everything you know. This will be your undoing, my revenge."
Right. First off, did my dad do that? Do I know that?
Allegedly so. I mean,
What do I know that?
Do you know that? I'm going to say you don't know that if you don't know it. But this Nausicaan is alleging it, certainly.
You've made it up. I mean, he could do. I mean, I don't know everything he's done in his life.
Yeah.
What?
So he looks at you directly in the eyes, and he says, "I challenge you, single combat.
Oh.
I will defeat you."
I know not of this incident of which you speak. It was probably below my father's notice to mention to me. However, if he has set his eyes upon a Nausicaan to raid, then that is what he would have done, and it would have been successful. So I believe you, and I also accept your challenge. I'm pointing the maplet at you.
Awesome. Okay, what are you guys doing? What are you other guys doing right now?
Are these guards still interested in me, or are they more interested in this?
I'm going to say that they
wonderful
are now fully looking at the other guy. I think the one on the left is still keeping an eye on you, but he's not, attention's not fully there, I would say, since his leader's come out. He's got to kind of bring himself to attention and go, this guy, but...
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and guess they won't take kindly to me picking my constructor pistol back up.
Yeah, I'm going to say when you threw it near them, didn't you? So
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. Can I go over to my esteemed colleague and sort of speak to him in confidence?
You can, yes. I'll say that, that everyone knows you're there. The guards have got an eye on you. They're watching what you do. You don't have your disruptor, which makes it more likely that you'll go and rejoin your colleague. So yes, go and rejoin your colleague.
Okay. I want to. I'm sorry.
Which one? Sorry, me or BA?
Tricumba. I want to go for you. I want to offer you an edge. So I want to be standing sort of like with my back to the Norskins and sort of like looking almost like directly past Tricumba. And I want to just kind of like very like leave my head over and go. I can spike your blade if you want.
Klingon needs not these things. I shall defeat him with the mechlith of my house and with the strength of my arms. No other aid is necessary, nor will it be my undoing.
If you must insist, I was going to say it's a very lovely poison, but if you must insist.
Yeah.
Just, Fair enough. I had to make the offer,
Go tend to the wounds of this fallen Nausicaan after. Actually, well, as he says that, he's thinking to himself, this is going to be a fair fight, right? Is this going to be like disruptor pistols or going to be guns, swords, or what? He's thinking that to himself. He's not, outwardly, he's like, whatever, bring it on. But inwardly, he's going, does he have daggers and swords? What kind of weapons do they have? Is it going to be some kind of weird ranged combat thing that my stats are going to be crap at? I don't know.
Okay. Machiavel or Chicumba, can you give me an insight and engineering roll, please? Difficulty 2.
Insight and engineering? Yeah, I can try.
I have a 13.
I have an 8. I'm not going to go. I'm not even going to try. Not a difficulty 2.
Okay. Okay, so insight and engineering, so I'm talking for 13. The difficulty of 2.
With, yes. Would you like to buy dice?
I've got a feeling I might be hyper-focused. This might not do well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're kind of enraged, so you're not really...
No, I mean, as a character.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to buy dice, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go for it.
All right. 3 dice. Start rolling. And I'm aiming for a 13. Not a single success.
Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. Carrying on.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Yeah, it won't be my dying, that's fine.
Just carry on. So it's going to be single combat. So this will be no weapons, no bladed weapons. This will be one-on-one, you and the Nausicaan captain. And as you accept it, a 20-foot circle is being marked around the floor and the Nausicaans then start setting out 4 6-foot-tall poles placed at equal distance along the circumference. And I'm going to assume that you two are entering the ring. And
while this is going on, I mean, I'm just looking this Nausicaan dead in the eye going.
As you two
while
enter,
this is
go on.
While this is going on, can I go and grab my colleague Baracus, basically give him the cliff notes of what just happened?
Yeah.
I feel like you want to know. Yeah.
Depends what Baracus is doing.
I had planned on making a third attempt by using my focus in explosive ordnance to jury-rig a small explosive on the wall of the fence.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
Perhaps using one of the power cells from my disruptor and...
Okay, yeah, if you want to do that. Let's
timing it with my communicator so I can do it at a distance if I need to as a distraction.
Okay, is this something you want to set off now, or is this something you want to set up and set off later?
I want to set up and have it be able to cue it with my communicator.
Okay, in which case, give me control... And I think it's going to be control engineering, unless you disagree, but I think it's going to be control engineering. I'm going to make it difficulty 2. And so, did you say you was using your expertise in explosive ordnance?
Yeah.
Yes.
Explosive ordnance. difficulty 2A. Should I take a die?
You've only got one
Our
momentum.
last die of momentum.
I've been
Well,
spending it all.
that's-
You're more than welcome to it. This could prove
I'll-
helpful in the future.
Okay.
I'll take one, yeah. Let's see. Well, 2 successes.
Okay. So that passes.
One's a 3 and one's a 9. But then I rolled a 20 as well.
Ooh. Oh gosh, what can I do here? I'm just gonna say that's gonna pay me a threat for now because I can't think of anything that would be. You've succeeded quite well. What was your focus? What did I say? I said control. What was your control score?
9. And engineering was 4, so I was rolling.
So it's 4. So you've actually got 3 successes, haven't you? Because your focus counted. So you've actually got a point of momentum back. So I'll just say that adds threat to me. Oops, I lowered my threat. I meant to increase it. There we go. So I'll just get a threat. You've succeeded. You've sort of set that up. So I'll allow the complication to pass that time. Okay, so you've set that up. Okay, go on.
I was just like, if I could head into is the main hall now, like, can we estimate that it's emptied of Norsicans? Can I go in there and talk to...
Certainly,
anything?
yes. Yeah, you can sort of sneak in the back door, as it were. So as you head in, the order of the Kumahupu are all in there, all sort of standing about, sort of lingering almost. The leader, Canera, is currently in conversation with somebody else, sort of trying to sort of strategize what to happen next. Obviously, they are non-violent, as you know, but yes, the Canera is there. And she notices you come in, and her eyes go wide, and she goes, "No, oh, interesting. They have come for us. I thought they would."
Huh? What?
You are Canera. Why? Now is the time for action.
We are not of action. We swore an oath like the monks of Boreth. We do not fight. We are pacifist here. In order to protect what needs protecting, we only have the ability to do it with knowledge, not fighting. We did not expect the Norsicans. We did not expect anyone this far out.
Then use your knowledge to defend what you protect.
Our only defense is what the Empire lends us. We have been neglected for far too long. No one protects us here other than our own wit, but they came. We weren't. Who expects Norsicans this far out? Even the Gorn aren't interested in us. This is why it is a small colony, unprotected, unnoticed by all. We no need. But the Norsicans, they've not done anything. They've merely put us here. They were waiting. They didn't know anything. They didn't have any interest in the records. They merely sealed themselves up in the main administrative building. We're there for a long time, but then they came and guarded us, and that was it. They were just been waiting, expecting something.
For what?
I don't know. I have no idea. They were not forthcoming.
Were they accessing records in the administrative building?
It's very possibly. We are. It is an open resource for all Klingons. This information is not guarded. It is not secret. Our glory of the Empire should be known to all, far and wide. We willingly give this information. If they had come and asked, we would have given all information. But as I say, they have not hurt us. They have not injured us. They fired a few warning shots around to scare us, but we are not fearful. But we are obedient. We serve the glory of the Empire, and as there has been nothing indicated they have done any damage, we have nothing to suspect, but they are here for whatever reason I do not know.
Right.
So either that means they're doing something else from the administrative building, they're either here for something, or, and this is a long shot, they decided they would take over a remote colony world, cut it off from the outside world, and hope that Chukumba would come along. That seems unlikely. That's a long shot.
Unless they have someone on the inside of Klingon government who knew that Tukumba would be assigned to this mission.
If they were given that information by Chang?
If he wants you to prove himself.
I don't want to use things out of character.
while you're discussing that, I'm just going to talk.
Oh.
Back in a minute.
Whilst you can say, let me think about this. And you walk off and then you can talk to me on the communicator while they're drawing this big thing. Nauticans, how do they fight? I can't remember.
With extremely vicious knives. They tend to go for the heart. Extremely fatal.
I don't. Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good at
From behind.
From behind.
Usually from behind. Yeah, they are not honourable.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Look, I know that your pitiable Klingon honor demands that you fight this single combat, but I am asking you, as your colleague, and as someone who is interested in the success of this mission, that you allow me to at least do something to try and help you here. Perhaps some kind of stimulant.
No.
Put you in a bit of a rage? No? No?
A Vulcan?
Some sort of a triox compound.
What's going on there? A Klingon's warrior spirit is all the stimulation he needs.
Alright, let it not be said that I didn't try my best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you guys decided to overthrow the Klingon government yet?
I'm this guy's a bit dodgy.
Okay, what's your plan here? Who wants to sort of go into the next scene? So you've got Chukumbra and the Nausicaan leader in the ring, as it were, as these 4 devices are activated, and it forms a kind of energy shield around them, and sort of assuring that no one else can incidentally get involved. You've got Baracus, you are inside with the colonists, and I assume Machiavel, you are nearby, just outside the ring, observing what is happening.
Yeah, I've been trying to talk to Smith, my colleague. Since he seems intent on refusing any kind of assistance, can I go and see if I can track what they were looking at inside the records building?
So, as you sort of head towards the record building, you see some of the Nausicaa guards do try and block your path, and they say, no.
Okay.
They say, you are not here at your leisure. We are here for him. And
if you're here for him, then...
Yeah, I'm just going to roll a dice very quickly. 1 second.
That's always good when they never tell you what is going on.
Okay, no, right.
Would you need a distraction, Machiavel? Another distraction?
Well, I mean, transport would probably do the trick here, right? It's not shielded, we assume.
What, inside the ring?
The records building.
Oh, the records building.
The records building.
Yeah, no, the records building is not shielded.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't want to shoot our Targ load too quickly. So can I just sort of like put my hand up as I'm saying apologies, and then sort of like walk out of you, and then get the transporter to do a site to site inside the records building?
I'm going to say that if you try and move away, they're then going to point. One of them's going to point the disruptor at you and just go, "No, move. We watch you. You've kind of revealed yourself. They know you're there. They don't know that Baracus is there, but they know that you and Chukumbra are on the planet."
All right. In which case, I'm going to go like to them and go like that. I think that's a universal enough gesture. They'll get it.
I mean, you could certainly run. You could certainly do something on that. You could try and escape, but I believe they will fire. They will fire if you try and leg it.
I think my colleague's honor would be impugned if I were to try and interrupt the single combat or stack the deck in any kind of way. So I don't think I'll do that. How tall is this energy shield? Like, is it like up to the
I'm going to say it's over jumping height. It's going to be sort of about a foot over sort of the tallest Klingon's head height. So it's not something you can easily... You could pole vault over it if you tried, but you're not going to just be able to reach up and climb over it. Bear in mind that it's an energy shield, and the 4 poles that are there are the ones that are transmitting the energy itself.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything in particular in mind here, so unless you guys have something you need me to do, I think I'm good to move on.
So I want to psychologically, while we're preparing the arena, I want to psychologically kind of just try and distract him, kind of, intimidate him, make him feel like he's... I've already done that.
No. That's honourable.
Yeah. No, definitely. You want to give me daring and your choice: daring or presence and command or security. Your choice. I'll give you any combination of those.
Daring and security, I think.
Daring security. Okay, make it difficulty 2 because he is emboldened by your presence. He is.
Oh! Yeah, two successes.
2 successes, perfect. Okay, he is wary of you now. He's sort of not. He's never met you. He's never seen who you are. He's probably looked up your records, but not actually found out who you are. But now you're sort of doing. I was imagining you're doing some mock bar in front of him or something.
Imagine the big
yeah. You wouldn't have.
metal.
You wouldn't have the bat. You wouldn't have the batleth index. There's no weaponry. But yeah.
What?
He's and as
No, what? Hang on, what?
no,
You
'cause
say
it's
no weaponry?
no weaponry. This is honourable combat. This is hand
Fisticuffs.
fisticuffs. This is inventiveness, fist fight in the sand territory. As you see, he's intimidated.
Marquis of Boreth rules, I'm sure.
You're sort of doing that. He then sort of reevaluates a little bit, and as he does, he shakes a little bit, and you notice something in his hand, and it is a communicator.
I was going to say I called it, but I called it.
And I'm gonna in the terms of this single combat, I am gonna let you make the first move, as it were, depending on if any of the other guys want to do anything. So, but as soon as you start the combat, we will engage in single combat.
Okay. I just don't want to turn this into a dice fest, but Chacumba, what is now high can be brought low. It's kind of a game on here with this,
Okay. Yep.
as far as I'm concerned. So, right. So
Yeah, let's go.
I'll put my back down. Actually, I'll give it to Machiavelli. Dude, you know that sounds like Machiavellian. Is that...
Oddly enough, yes.
I just didn't want to. I want to make sure it was intentional and not just some random kind of.
Yeah.
Sounds like some kind of scheming, planning little guy from Italian history. Okay, yeah. So I'll give my batleth to you to hold on to.
Okay.
That bag is still in my belt, but I'm leaving it there. I am not going to take it out. I'm not going to fight with it
Interesting.
unless I think this dude.
Is it underneath your clothing?
It says it's hidden, so
It's hidden, so that's fine. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you can keep that as hidden. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, because usually there's sort of like the hilt, like kind of like you click it and then it expands out, so
Yeah.
it's a bit more concealable than like
So
a thing.
he doesn't know you.
Can I
But
roll to give Cucumber like some hype? Can I hype him up a bit? Because
You want to be the hype man.
well, because here's the thing, right? I personally believe that all this Honor Gubbins is garbage, but he seems to put a lot of stock in it. And regardless of my personal feelings on Honor, it matters to him. So can I try and hype him up and give him a little bit of psychological edge?
Like if you sang some Klingon opera or something right now.
Yeah. Or, in
live on
fact,
the stream.
can I do a medical assessment of the Norzigan and see if he has any weak points?
That might fit better, because I was trying to figure out what I could give Chakambra to be like, as anything statistically might be difficult to do a hype man. Like, there's no sort of +1 I can kind of obviously give without it being overbalanced. But yeah, you can certainly scan the Norsican if you give me medicine and insight roll difficulty 2, please.
Medicine and insight.
Yes.
Okay. That's a 14. That's a pretty decent roll. No, I think subterfuge probably wouldn't apply for this, would it?
No. You can do this overtly, like, they don't care about tricorders.
Okay. It's difficulty 2, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Let's just give it a shot. 1 success, 1 failure.
Okay, no, you don't determine anything wrong with him. He is in peak physical condition, as far as you know. So, he is the perfect specimen of a Norsican in his prime, as it were. Do you want to start throwing some fists? Oh, you're muted, Spoggy. Spoggy, you're muted.
Voice.
yes, I'm on mute. Yes, I realised that as soon as you said I'm on mute.
Oh, we have a Klingon mime.
No, yeah, I'm just receiving a tea. No, I'll just carry on.
Okay.
Yeah. don't know how hand-to-hand combat works.
Okay, so it's going to be a basic and opposed roll. You will roll security and daring, and then I will also, and whoever has, it's a difficulty 1, so it's not easy, but whoever has the most amount of momentum and or total in their roll will score the hit.
Hang on. So it's the highest roll without failing?
Correct, yes. So state your kind of attack you're going to do.
Sorry.
Oh, gosh,
no, I don't want this to be careful on your plate.
I got it. Thank you.
Dinner time. This is no time for
tea
food.
interval.
We got my garlic bread.
Well, I tell you what.
On a full stomach.
Shall we say instead of sort of like just doing this blow by blow, we'll say that you two are currently engaged in a scuffle. This is kind of happening. Blows are being exchanged. It's going to. If we need to come to a decisive hit, we'll do that. So that's currently happening, and I'm going to move the stage over to you guys and let you finish your tea. And we'll finish it over to you guys if you want to do anything else while this is happening.
And actually, I will stop because what I want to do is I'll chat to him. I'll talk him down.
Okay.
And deal with them first, and I'll do the chatting afterwards.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works.
This fight is like a Dragon Ball Z episode. They're just talking about fighting for like 4 episodes.
What can we do here?
While you're doing that, I'm just going to take another roll.
Oh, that's always good.
Okay.
So you're trying to get into the building, but they have a
pretty
bead
good
on
eye on me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to shoot the target load?
I mean, Baracus is still hidden. They don't know he's there.
All right. There's always going to be another thing to blow up. So I go ahead and activate.
Oh, okay.
Activate the targ release explosion.
Interesting. Okay, so as you do that, so the building explodes, taking out a few unfortunate targs, and the smell of delicious but infuriating bacon comes wafting across the courtyard. Sorry.
Oh, I guess I said that to explode bigger than I expected.
Most of them survive. Most of them survive. A few got caught in the blast, but they come roaring out like targs. Not just pigs in flight. These are angry beasts. And as the explosion happens, you see some of the Nausicans, and the fight stops. You two guys are kind of looking up at the explosion as it happens, and you hear the stampeding of feet and the charging of targs as they stampede around the corner and through into the area of the courtyard. Some of the Nausicans then start panicking, start firing at the targs, taking shots and taking a few of them out, but there's too many to totally take out, and they head for the bright source of light in front of them, and they head for the force field, and as they approach it, they knock over several of the poles, and they charge straight through, obviously disrupting the shield, taking out one of the Nausicans. One of the Nausicans unfortunately got stampled to death. Chacombra, character names, give me a fitness and fitness and con difficulty 2 to see if you can avoid being stampeded. And I'm going to do the same for the Nausicaan as well.
Fitness and con. All right, okay. Difficulty what?
2. Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
One fail.
Sorry, what?
One of each.
So he got exactly the same thing. So you two are caught in this torrent of stampeding targs. Take 2 stress, please. He will do the same. Yes, you get
previous stress, right?
Sorry.
The previous stress in the
yes, you recovered that because, as I say, you had that was just for effect, really.
Yeah, now, but in a bit more serious circumstances.
Exactly. No, you both get slightly trampled and dishevelled, and you're both prone on the ground. So, if you're in a combat situation, to recover from prone, you will have to take an action to do that before you can do anything else. Getting a bit gamey now, but you are currently lying on the floor, having been wiped out by these targs. And say one of the Nausicans died.
He held on to his communicator.
He has held on to his communicator, and he's now stunned on the floor, looking at it, and it is, you notice, beeping. It is beeping at him.
Does that? Hang on. Do I know whether that's actually is that Is that voicemail, or does it mean it's currently ongoing?
I mean, this is a message from your provider. You're currently overdue. No, it is beeping. It's not a voice you can hear, but it is sending a signal to the communicator. Yeah.
I'm wondering if that's a dead man switch.
If it is, he's just dropped it, right? Oh no, he's kept hold of it.
He's still
No,
got
he's just keeping hold of it, which indicates that he doesn't want to let go of it because he's got leverage.
So, just to remind you, you still have, bear with me, what did I say? I said there was the 2 guards who are still up and firing at the fleeing targs. You've got 1 of the Nausicaans in the group of 5 that was dead. So that leaves you with the captain and 3 other Nausicaan guards around you. And they are now a little bit more interested in joining the fray. Now things have been interrupted because now this is no longer... an honourable combat. It's a bit more tense now.
It is an honourable combat. Yeah. If you're happy to deal with me eating whilst talking, I'm happy to carry on. I'll just say sorry to anybody who's watching the stream. No. I'll try my best not to do that. So, yeah.
You're chewing on the fresh targ meat that is raining down about us.
Nicely cooked. Flash cooked. I like that. It's like, what do they call it? That meal where they cook it in front of you.
Oh,
flambe?
Yeah, that's the French one, but there's another one which is
hibachi, like
Far Eastern. It's really Japanese. I don't know. Teriyaki? No, I know. Anyway,
I thought it was hibachi, but
okay.
That's it.
Teriyaki.
I don't know what teriyaki means.
That's a flavour, but okay.
It's a flavour. Okay. Moving on. So, yeah. I mean, I'm as shocked as this Targ as he is. So, this stampede is just like, I'll look confused and say, "This is not right. This is no combat. What's going on here, really? Why are you here? What are you doing with that communicator?"
The Nausicaan leader sort of gets up and sort of looks at the communicator, and his eyes widen, and he just sort of looks up and he smiles and he says, "It has happened. It worked. Good." And he starts to run towards the ship, and his guards follow. Now, the ship is behind Machiavel. You are in the way, and they are running straight at you. And give me anyone in the area, either Chukumbra or Machiavel. Give me a insight and security difficulty 2, please.
I'll give it a go. Yeah, 2 successes, 2 5s.
You notice 2 more Nausicaans beam down next to the ship and deactivate the shields.
From where? Oh gosh, we've gone into this half-cocked, haven't we? Anyway, there was no. Did we not scan them because they were shielded, or did we not scan them because they weren't there inside that ship?
They beam down from another ship.
I think there's just that one ship. Anyway, just after this guy. I want this guy.
Okay.
He's destroyed my family's honor, and yeah.
So they're running straight at you, Machiavel, at the moment. Bearing in mind they're armed, you are not.
He's got my back left.
But again, I will say this is now beyond honourable combat. Yeah, you have got his back left, but you still have your back left. You still got your where did your disruptor go, Chukumbra?
Well, he wouldn't have let me fight with it on my hip, would he?
No. So would you have given that to Machiavel as well?
Machiavel, yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So you'll say you've got disruptor Machiavel.
Okay. So there's a few ways I can go about this. I'm really tempted. I'm really tempted to just pull out my communicator and say lock onto that ship and fire in 5, 4, 3, while making it clear to these Nausicaans that if they don't stop and put their hands up, their ship and probably all of us are going to go up.
I was going to say, because if you fire from a ship this close, everything's going up. Like the whole...
But they don't want that either. This guy is holding on to some kind of dead man switch. This guy, he wants to get out of this alive, because I don't believe this horse hockey about any dishonored father or whatever. I don't believe that.
Are you actually making this as a legit... Are you contacting the ship? And asking this?
Well, asking, I kind of want to get my... am I allowed to... Well, yeah, I would want to... No, I would want to make sure that they see there's a weapon signature. I wouldn't want them to necessarily do it, but... So,
I will remind you, at any time during this adventure, you can always contact the ship. It was always up in orbit, so... are you contacting them now?
Well, I kind of want to. Am I allowed to confer with my colleagues and ask them what they think I should do? Because this is a ballsy move, but my other options are, honestly, I would probably just shoot the leader. That's probably what I would do. So that leans to me that calling down Hellfire or threatening to do so is the best chance of Spocky Chugumba getting what he wants.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Go for it. Blow up the ship.
Yeah?
I don't give a monkeys.
Well, I'm going to threaten it.
So you're going to contact the ship first, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to whip out my communicator. I'm going to say it loud so they hear.
Okay.
Target the Nausicaan ship, and I want you to fire in 10.
Are you actually? So are you just whipping it out, or are you actually getting a connection to the ship?
How do you mean?
Are you just whipping out and just kind of going like la 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 and just making show?
No, that's the thing. Okay. I'm doing it.
Okay. All you get is static.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. They don't have to know that.
Interesting. Okay, so you are gonna bluff.
I'm gonna bluff it.
Okay, in which case, give me presence and what do you reckon? Command difficulty 2.
Okay, presence and command. So that is a 11. It's not great, but okay, fuck it. I would like to spend my point of determination and use my value, honor and power, life and death.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will allow that.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got your 2 successes, and then you're rolling for momentum now.
I am indeed. So let's go and stop the dice. I got a 15 and a 6, so that's an additional success.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, you've got 2 momentum back up to now. Okay, so you open your tricorder. You say you get nothing but static. However, this doesn't stop you blaring out orders, and they stop as they realise what is actually happening now. The 2 Nausicaans behind you that have beamed down and lower the shields to the ship now is no longer active. They are curiously watching you, sort of almost trying to sort of get to the ship. How many did I say? 4 in front of you. Is it 4? There's 5 now. But 4 in front of you because the 2 guards are still over by the building. Sorry, I have to keep track of who I've got where.
That's alright. That's okay.
No. They sort of stop. And almost, they're now weighing up their chances. This has kind of gone a bit beyond what they originally came in for, and they kind of look at you and go, "How much of a Klingon are you? You stand by and offer dishonorable tactics to your colleague. I don't believe you." But they do stop. And the leader holds up that previous communicator, and he says, This will be my undoing and my revenge. The house of Wamba shall know shame, but Batuk will know vengeance and claim your glory. And as you do recognize, it is no mere communicator. Sorry?
I'm running at him.
Okay, you're still running at him. So as he's talking...
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Can we get a dog assisted Superman punch?
What? I'm just trying to tackle him.
You're just going to tackle him.
What kind of communicator is it?
Okay, so what I was gonna say, I mean, I can stop and do this instead if you like, but no, I will say you notice the very definite signs of a countdown on this communicator. You can't read Nausicaan, but you do see symbols. A bar that once was full is now slightly lower. You cannot understand what the timescale is there, because that's great for a GM. I can make that as as absolvent as I need.
As you like.
Yeah. That can keep it whenever I like. But yeah, so you recognize that. So you are going to do a sliding. You're going to do a tackle of him, are you?
I want to.
You want to tackle him? Let me figure out. Give me. I think this is going to be straightforward, daring and security, and this is going to be difficulty 2. Yes, sure.
I'm going to buy a die.
Go for it.
Yeah. When I buy a die, I've got Warrior's Spirit. So, I do not hesitate to demonstrate my prowess. When I make a melee attack, and you buy D20s by adding to threat. So I'm adding to threat. I can re-roll pool.
Okay, nice. All right, go for it. Give us a tackle.
I'm re-rolling that. So when it says re-roll pool, it means all of it, doesn't it?
If that's what it says, yeah.
Okay. Oh, but yeah. So, okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 successes.
How many? Sorry, 3 successes.
3 successes.
So
Yeah, I only have 2 dice, so I rolled 2.
Okay.
I got 1 success, 1 fail, and then I rolled that, and I rolled a 3rd dice and got a success. But then I re-rolled all 3 and got 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah. So yes, you managed to tackle him to the ground. And as you do, you also managed to knock some of the people that were surrounding him further back as well. They kind of staggered. And I'm going to say we're going to enter proper combat now, where previously we weren't before, because now we are engaged in a battle. And I'm going to... Can you all give me, including Barakas as well, who you are hidden, all give me I'm going to... Star Trek Adventures just says whoever's the most obvious, but I'd like to sort of kind of do D&D rules and do initiative. Can you all give me a straight D20 roll and just tell me what your number is? And I will do that for all of our Nausicans as well.
One single D20?
Just single D20. Let me know what number it is.
15.
11.
So hang on. Shy 11, 15... Stars?
4.
Oh, wow. Stars 4. Alright, let me just roll for some Nausicans. Whew, okay. And I'm going to treat the unnameless Nausicans as a group who got that. Okay. And one more. Sorry.
In fact, while you're doing this, Scrumber, I want us to have a moment of Tovadok, where we look at each other and we have a moment of understanding. And I want you to understand that what that Nausicaan is holding in his hand is bad news. So, if we can, I want to try and coordinate. I bet I'm good enough that I can slice his hand off and keep the nerve impulses going so he's still clutching it. I bet I can do it. But I'll need your help.
I'm going to use that same look to convey not Dead Man Switch.
It's a what?
Countdown.
I don't like it being in his hand, regardless.
No. Being in his hand means he can stop the countdown at any moment. But it is a countdown that he can. That when it gets to the end, it will be curtains, possibly for everybody in there.
Yeah.
And they're going to blame us or blame me, and I don't know why.
Mm.
Well, I kind of get why if my dad really did do that.
Possibly, we don't know. But that's the thing, if we can accelerate the talk, or we can stop it, because that's what ideally I want to get my hands on that communicator.
Yes, I agree. We want to get our hands on that communicator. Well, if you come over and get your hands on this communicator, I'll beat up the guy holding it.
Damn right. If he loses a hand, then so be it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that. Yeah, all is fair in love and war as long as they know.
Okay, I'm gonna basically the Nausicaan guards that were surrounding the Klingon leader, whose name is Batuk, which you found out, which he said too, so his name's Batuk, just to identify him. They've all been kind of stunned, so I'm going to give them. They're going to miss this turn of combat. However, the guards didn't get stunned, so they are in this turn of combat. But first up is Stars. You are first in the order.
Okay. So in which case, can I move toward the leader and try and cut off his hand with the
Absolutely.
Batleth?
You 100% can, and since he is knocked over, he will not be resisting that roll. And I can't see any reason that I could make this more than a difficulty 2, so I will make this reasonable, and it will be a standard attack roll, which is... I always forget this. A standard attack, daring security, and we'll make it difficulty 2.
Now I do believe melee and attacks at close range on prone targets gain 2 bonus momentum.
Okay, thank you. Sure,
I
I believe you. I'll check the rules later.
Yeah, I mean that's what it says on my cheat sheet. It says,
So you get bonus
I'm
momentum.
sure I must have written.
Are you getting this as bonus momentum before or after the roll?
I think that's so that you can increase the damage after the roll has been successful.
Okay, so yeah, right. So yeah, in which case, oh gosh, you'll have to roll for damage as well. Fantastic. Yeah. Give me this. Let's see if you could hit the strike first, and then we'll add the momentum, and then you can do damage.
Okay, so it's daring and security?
Correct. Yes. Difficulty 2.
13.
I'll spend a threat for that because it's usually difficulty 1.
Can I use my focus in surgery?
Absolutely. This
Cool.
is a very surgical.
Do we have any momentum?
You've got about 4 momentum.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Let me just have a look at my talents.
Paperwork is a bitch, right?
I really wish I could turn this into a medicine task.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to give you your surgery to say you can clearly decapitate a hand, but I don't think this is going to be anything. There's nothing medical about this. I mean, I suppose maybe Klingers would consider it that, but this is combat.
Fair enough. Okay. I really want this countdown so I can try and work out what's going on. You guys okay with me spending maybe 3 momentum for it?
Oh, you're going to go 2 dice. Jeez, wow, okay.
Go for it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Strike well.
No guts, no glory. Okay. So my target number is 13. Start the roll. Come on. 13. Okay, I got a 3, a 7, and a 4.
Yeah.
Which is 5 successes.
Holy shit.
No, 4
Yeah, I was
successes.
gonna
Sorry,
say.
4 successes.
So you get 2 momentum back, and you have
Yeah.
severed this hand so cleanly, it basically cauterizes itself. The friction of the blade caused so much heat as you brought it down with furious thunder that it is a clean cut. This guy suffers damage, I'm not going to lie, but it's a very clean cut. He's not going to get infection, so I'm going to say he takes about 5 stress for that. And
I think it's pretty stressful losing the hand.
It is pretty stressful. He is screaming in agony now, and things are not going well for him now. Where there was, you could see that where he had some confidence before in his eyes, now it's all gone awry. And yes, you have now disconnected his hand from his body. Any minor...
Can I snidely look down at him and say, "Get over it, you big baby"?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is
You said minor actions. Can I still do a minor action?
You can do a minor action? Yeah, what minor action would you like to take? I forget about minor actions.
Oh yeah, and I can get that 2 bonus momentum because he's prone, so I'm going to use that to do 2 extra damage.
Fine. Oh yeah, we're meant to roll for damage, aren't we? Right, let's start that again. Roll for damage, sorry.
Right, how many d6s am I rolling?
What's on your sheet? For your
I don't have a Batleth.
Spocky, what is his d6 roll?
A Batleth is 8.
8. Nice.
And what's the effect on that?
Okay.
Vicious 1.
Okay, so any effect you roll extra damage. I'll give you your 2.
Okay. So I've gotten... Oh. Oh wow.
Oh, a surprise beat. Thanks, Otto.
Yeah, right.
That's encouragement, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to top up my damage. Let's see. I've gotten... See, that's 5, 1, 5, 1, 1, 6, 3, and a 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Plus your effects.
And 3 effects.
So that's 9 damage. Shit, he is not in a good way at all. He is pretty much when I said that was a clean cut, that's not a clean cut. This is Spocky's blade. It is clean, it is cure, it is absolutely fantastic. And you sliced it in such an angle that it's basically spurting everywhere. I will give you a downside.
And I'd like to spend the 2 bonus momentum for another 2 damage.
Alright, he's dead.
What?
Yeah,
Did he just go into shock? Like, we just say he goes into shock.
Who
Let's
would have
go with
thought the
that.
medical man would have been the prone killer? Yeah, no, okay, you slice this through, and weirdly enough, the Nausicaan weak spot is the hand. Who would have thought it? No, you slice it clean off. He is absolutely stone cold dead. All the blood is drained out of the artery as it goes through. So Batuk, who was about to take an action, is now vanquished. You have slaughtered and killed a man in combat. Congratulations. Okay, next up is you, Shy. You've still got...
As a minor action, can I cut off his head?
No. You've done enough.
Don't hog it, mate. Don't hog
Alright, Shy, it's your turn. The leader has been vanquished quite successfully. I'll say as a minor action, you can pick up the communicator if you want to pick that up ready for your next turn.
I do
round.
want that. I do want
we
that.
are still in combat. As I say, there are 4 Nausicans on the floor, 2 guards, and that's about it. Yeah, so it's your turn, Shy. You are still over by the Targ pens, by the way, unless you've moved in the interim.
Are there any Targ left for me to ride, or have they all left?
Oh no, they're buggered off. They've all gone. There's some bits of Targ around.
I mean, I'll go grab a piece for later, but
Bit of jerky.
how far away is the administrative building?
I'm gonna say you're about 50 meters, possibly. Is that much? What's it?
Okay.
Yeah, about 50
Okay.
meters, I'd say.
That's a quick sprint.
Yeah.
I'll use the distraction as the distraction
Yeah.
and
Do right.
make my way into the administrative building.
So you were going into the building. So as you enter the building, you notice nothing awry. There has been some ruffled papers, some communications, sort of like consoles have been sort of slightly damaged. Some work's been done, but you notice there is none of the doors upstairs are open. They haven't been anywhere on the ground level, but there is a door to the basement that is open. But we are still in combat, so I'm going to say your minor action is moving over to there. What would be sort of like your big action you want to do? I'm going to say you're out of movement, so you can't move into that open door, but you can do something else if you wish.
Do I have line of sight on any of the Nausicans?
Yes, but with a risk of shooting the statue of Kalis.
Risk of shooting a statue of Kalis.
Yes.
Kalis would understand. The statue is but a shell. The statue is but an empty shell of stone. It is no matter.
Oh, I'm also going to say depends on who you shoot at as well. There might be other risks as well because you're slightly further away. So let me know.
Wait, in fact, can I shoot the base of the statue of Kalis so that it falls onto multiple Nausicans?
You can, but you've already got Chikumbra on the floor nearby Batuk, and also Machiavel standing over Batuk nearby, so you're at risk of crushing them as well if you knock over that statue. You could fail and it could fall a different way, but I don't think that's what you'd want.
I can't tell if you're trying to discourage me from this action or...
Hey, you can do what you like, but you risk of crushing your friends. That's all I'll say.
You could, if it makes it a high difficulty, you could always hit a determination.
What is it one determination per campaign campaign
you've
or
only
just
got
per session?
Yeah.
Right. What would be my difficulty in trying to take out just Nausicans with the statue?
You just want to hit the Nausicans. I think that's going to be difficulty 4. That's going to have to be a precise shot. That's going to not hit the other two. That's going to be. I'm not going to say it's impossible to say it's difficulty 5. I'm going to say this is a tough one.
And just on playing sniper here with my disruptor pistol, which I quickly fashion a stock for so that I have more stability.
If you want to fashion a stock, I'll make you roll for it, and I will give you an advantage on that. But you will have to roll to make it in the interim, and I'll count that making it as your major action for this turn, and then you'll have to shoot on the next turn. We're getting all
No, just
gamey
take
in
the
this
shot.
now. Come on.
Yeah, no. I'll just take a shot. We'll just take the shot. Then.
All right.
We've still got 5 momentum as well. You can juice
Yeah,
this
yeah.
roll if you need to.
Well, how many active Nausicaans are there? 3?
There are 4, but they are
4.
stunned at the moment. They're not prone, but they are stunned. So they'll as soon as we get to the end of the order, they will basically take their turns. And you've also got 2 Nausicaans which have entered the ship. Just write that down, really.
Oh, we've gone back into the ship.
They have,
Those
yes.
two. Right.
But the ship.
Can the
ship hasn't
statue
powered
land
up
up?
yet. Sorry.
Is it easier to get the statue to land on the ship?
The statue's not in range of the ship.
It's not. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just shoot at the easiest Nausicaan target. Then.
Okay. I'm
Straight
gonna
up.
Yeah, I will
Straight
say
up pew pew.
the closest. Well, do you want to shoot at either the guards by the meeting hall or at one of the ones nearby Stars and Chukumbra?
Nearby stars and Chikum.
Okay, that's gonna be difficulty 3 then, because I'm gonna try and you're gonna have to avoid hitting them.
If you hit me, I'll understand.
No. Then I'll take whatever the easiest shot is just to start
Okay.
whittling down numbers. So if that's the meeting hall, then the meeting hall.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. In which case,
Yeah.
that's difficulty 2. The 2 guards there. Guard on the left or guard on the right?
What's with you?
Which
God,
god is the family that'll miss him?
Neither of them. They're Nausicaans. Come on.
Damn.
The guard on the right.
Okay, guard on the right. Okay.
My right or their right?
Stage right.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. I'll take a. What do we have? We have 5 momentum. I'll take a point.
Okay, cool. Roll them bones.
Pew pew pew. Oh wait, what am I rolling against?
Oh, good point. I've forgotten. Sorry. You are rolling.
I mean,
control plus security.
Yeah, I have 3 successes.
Fantastic. Get a point back. So yeah, can you roll me damage then, please? Which is I think it's 8d6 for you.
6.
Or 6d6. Sorry.
6 plus
66.
vicious. I don't know.
Yeah. So it's a 1 or a 2 is 1 and 2 damage. 5 and 6 also damage. So count up what you've got.
1, 2, 2 1s and a 5.
2 1s and a 5, so that's 4 damage. So yeah, he is. You knock him in the chest. He knocks back. He is now knocked back on the floor. He's not dead, but he is prone now. He is knocked back onto the floor.
Okay.
Okay. Next up,
That's it for me, I guess.
Yeah, that's it for you. It is now Chukumbra. Chukumba, it is your go.
I'm wrestling now a dead body, so I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna exclaim to Michael, I needed to talk with this thing. And is there another? Hang on, is there somebody else that's nearby that I can just?
Well,
smack?
there was. I mean, yeah, you've got the 3 guards around you, plus the one guy that is dressed in sort of similar clothing to Batuk, but sort of a different shade. So what you would assume that he is the first officer, as it were.
Yeah, first officer. Right.
Yeah.
And how far away is the ship?
The ship, I'm going to say, is about 30 meters away.
Can I get to it? Is it shield still down? Do we know?
The shields are down, yes, and there are 2 people on the ship. If you want to sprint, don't forget you are prone, so you're going to have to take a big action to stand up, and then I'll allow you to attack someone nearby, but then to do any movement, that's probably going to have to wait till your next turn. So you're not able to get to that ship this turn.
I'm going to attack somebody nearby, or I can... Yeah. No, I'll do that then. I'll attack the lieutenant instead.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, give us... What are you attacking with? Fists? Because you don't have your weapons.
Pick up his captain's dead body and throw it at him. Pick up his captain's dead body and throw it at him as a psych tactic.
Yeah, that's good. bit of intimidation. I think I'll use my dagger. I've got my dagger still
Oh,
on
of
me.
course, yes,
I'll
you've
use-
still got your mechleth, haven't you? Yes, okay. This is going to count as a melee attack, so daring and security, which he is going to oppose as well.
Right.
I've got to find too many pages around. Okay, let me... I'm going to say daring and security. It's difficulty 1.
Difficulty 1.
Yes.
Right. I don't need to buy any, but if I do, I can re-roll everything.
Okay.
How many threat do you have at the moment?
I've got 7 threat, but I've only spent 1 at the moment.
No, I won't do it at the moment. Yeah, I'll just roll my 2 dice then. So, security and daring, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll try and stab him. A 1 and a 4.
Okay, so yeah, you get a point, 2 points of momentum back, don't you? So you're at max momentum. Congratulations. I need to be harsher on you. He got just 1 success. So you do stab him, so please roll some damage.
Right, that's 6 and vicious 1. So it's on a 1 or 2, it does 1, and a 5 or a 6, it does 2.
1 does 1 damage, 2 does 2 damage, 5 and 6 do 1 damage, but they are effect. So if you're on vicious, you do an extra point of damage on top of that. So essentially 5 and 6 are 2 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All Klingon
5.
weapons are vicious.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
Yeah.
kill people all the time or something.
Yeah.
That's not like anything on I know.
Yeah.
1, 1, 2, 5, 5, 5.
Fuck me.
Nice.
Jesus. So hang on, what was that? 1, 1, 2.
2.
And what's the other
Combo's
one?
so powerful.
5, 5, 5.
5, 5, 5.
5, 5, 5. Yeah, you stab him right in the heart, and he just basically stunned and falls to the ground with your mechleth in his body, and you pull it out with a vicious thing, and you stand tall, and the other Norsicans are now looking at this glorious figure, this warrior known as Jacumba, claiming his honor over the fallen. This is a glorious battle that all Klingons should sing in song. Yes, but they are very much demotivated. Okay, it's going to go down to the guards now, which one of the guards is now prone. So
I will shout, the Klingon Empire reigns unrivaled!
He got knocked down, but then he got back up again.
No one will ever keep him down.
For the viewers that haven't been paying attention, yes, he is Chacumba from House Wa'umba.
Not of son of Wa'umba.
Oh, son of Wa'umba, sorry.
I'm of House Rickard.
All right, the guard spy that one of them has been knocked prone. The other one is now going to try and just leg it for the ship. So he's run straight to the entrance of the ship. He is not boarded, but he is in front of it. So now that's going to be his move. And then it's going to move over to one of the Norsicans that got knocked down. So it's now their turn. He's going to stand up. He's basically just seen his captain hand killed and the first officer straight up killed. He is in no position to do anything. He is shocked and awed, and he is going to also run to the entrance of the ship. So there are now 2 Klingons by the entrance of the ship. The guard, and I need to make a note of this before I forget. A guard and one of the Norsicans. So it's now over to you, Stars.
Don't kill... Have I killed this one?
You've killed your one. Yeah, you wiped him out. That was
That was not my fault.
he is dead.
Okay. So there are 2 by the ship, yeah?
Yeah.
Do they either of them look like maybe a second officer or a third officer?
No, they're just grunts. They are just very much, yeah.
We need the ship, and we need that countdown stopping.
Okay, yeah. Can I actually look at the countdown first before I do anything
Yeah.
else?
So do you want to
got in my hand?
give me a insight, science, difficulty 2 roll, please.
Insight and science. Oh god, this isn't a great one for me, I don't think.
By the way, can I just mention that the beer I'm drinking tonight is called Nog?
Very good.
Norfolk Nog. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, I've got.
I am
12,
having
so
a-
difficult...
Blood wine, of course.
Yeah, of course, yes.
Of
Kapla.
course. Naturally. Okay. I only have a 12 here. This isn't a great roll.
Oh, interesting.
You know what? Screw it. Okay. So 12. How much we're maxed out on momentum, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Should I just blow it all because this is important?
All of it? What's the...
5 points. We're at 6.
Oh, it's 5?
I'd be spending
It's only
5 for an
difficulty
extra
2.
3 dice.
It's only difficulty 2.
Yeah, but we need this, and my roll ain't great.
Sure.
Maybe we'll wait for Spocky to get back on that one.
Okay.
Just because this is an egregious use of our resources. Let me see if I've got anything else.
You get away with 3. Why did you use 3 of them?
Let me see.
Do that.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll roll 4 dice then. Okay.
Right. So you're spending 3.
None of my focuses look like they'll apply here. No, triage assessment wouldn't apply. I've already spent my determination. Can I use my tricorder to help me here? Maybe lower the difficulty or tell me, like, see if it's connected to anything, like if it's emitting a signal.
Because it's an alien language, you probably already would be using your tricorder to make the assessment. I think that's going to be part of
to make it possible.
the role. Yeah. You're not just going to look at this and go, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, wish me luck, Shy.
Kapla.
Thank you. Okay, come on. Oh, thank God. Okay, 16, 18, 6 and a 7. So I got it.
Okay, very nice.
Well spent.
As you probably surmise, this is a countdown to a bomb. This is going to very much detonate something in the local area. What you don't know is where it's coming from. You triangulate the signal, and it's coming from one of the buildings that is on the other side of the statue of Kalis that you are standing from. That's all you know.
Can I work out what the controls are? Does this have
I'm
controls, or
going
is
to
it
say
just
all there is on there, because I say it's a communicator, so there is basically send a signal and receive a signal, so you can basically talk to someone through it, and there is also a control to start the detonation, but not one to stop it.
So I can send a signal, right?
Correct, yes.
I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to send a deactivation signal.
No.
Okay.
It's not that. It's not a sophisticated device. It is very much very simple. It's designed to do a job, and essentially it has done that job.
One step above a stick of TNT.
But it is also a communicator. So Baduk, the leader, was using it to communicate with people. And we'll give it.
So you said I was able to triangulate what building?
Yeah.
Can I know exactly which building?
You know which. So basically, the buildings in front of you are the administrative building, the Targ building, and the meeting hall. Essentially, they're the ones that are nearby you. So you know it's in one of those 3. Shall we give it a couple of minutes for Spocky to come back as well, just to get him up to date as well? Okay. Oh, here he is. Here we go.
Oh, there he is. You're right on
time. Perfect timing.
Sorry about that.
Oh, you're right.
You're
good.
I just had to.
No, they've solved the mission. Mission over. We're now about to stop. So no, I'm joking.
You could have said y'all died. That would have been worse.
Everyone's dead. Yeah. So yes, you know it is coming from either the meeting hall, the bomb. We'd say, sorry, Spocky, keep it up to date. The Stars established that there is a bomb somewhere. It is either in the meeting hall, the Targ building, or in the administrative offices. So I'm going to say your major action was scanning. Is there a minor action you wish to take?
Well, let me see what I can do in terms of minor actions that might be helpful here. Okay, so you said I was getting nothing but static from my communicator.
Correct, yes.
Can I use his communicator to call our ship?
You can, yes.
Because I'm assuming that we were getting jammed before, but they wouldn't be jamming their own signal.
Okay.
Can I instruct the captain to start beaming up colonists?
So, when you open I'm going to say, there is nothing jamming the signal now. When you contact the captain is furious. He is beside himself with rage and goes, "You did not respond to our signals. We have been boarded. Nausicaan scum came aboard the ship. Where were they when they were down on the planet? We need to know what's going on. Respond to me later. We will talk of this. And he cuts off the signal there. He is not a happy man with you right now.
That's fine. Okay. I will have a very stern thing to put in this file later. Okay. Utterly useless. You can't even fight off some Norskins. Okay, so there's 3 potential buildings. There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to call dibs on a building? Which one am I closest to?
Meeting hall, I would say, because that's where you walk straight from.
Okay.
We are still in combat, so I'm going to say you've done your major action was the scan, and the minor action was your contacting the ship. So we're going to move on to one of the other Nausicaans, who I've dubbed as Nausicaan number... What did I call him? Number 1. Nausicaan number 1. Who is going to attack Chakumbra. He has seen him slaying various people and people dying. He's like, I can't have this. I've got to assume leadership. So he is going to attack, and he is going to do a ranged attack. He's going to shoot his gun. He's a bit of a coward. He's not going to go hand to hand with you. So he's going to do control security difficulty 2. So I've got bounce between shots, control, and security.
I'm especially good at avoiding harm. I've
Interesting.
selected attacks and attacks against you of the chosen type, increasing difficulty by 1.
Oh, so that's going to be difficulty 3. Okay, interesting.
Nice.
I should dodge him.
In that case, I'm going to spend a threat and buy a dice.
Ooh.
No!
I could do that too,
Making him spend resources. This is good.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so what was I going for? 13, and he gets 2 successes, so he fails, and he misses. So that's the end of his go, and is now over to Shy. The Brachus.
Yes. Well, I'm going to make my way down through the door, I believe.
Yep.
We're now looking for an explosive device.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you make your way through the door, you wander down the stairways into the basement of the building, and down there you see a large metallic case that is open, all the classic signs of a bomb, couple of bubbling tubes, a countdown clock in the middle, the ominous music for some reason, a clock is ticking, just making everything just more tense than it needs to be. And you see on the side of it several wires going in. There's a red, a green, a yellow, and a blue wire. And it is... There it is.
Klingons
Good thing
colorblind.
Sorry.
What's that?
Klingons are yellow-green colorblind. I'm just making stuff up now.
Yes. Sorry, you see a
It
blue,
might
you see a yellow, a yellow, a yellow, and a yellow wire.
That's why all their lighting's red.
Yeah.
They don't...
And again, you cannot understand the countdown language unless, for some reason, your character is proficient in Nausicaan, which I was not on your character sheet, but
I'm proficient in explosive ordnance and the language of machines.
this is gonna say this is up. You are the right person to be in this building.
Thank goodness for that.
Yes.
That's right.
I will say you recognise the signs, and this has less than a minute before it goes.
Oh God.
What the timer was on the commute? No,
It's
that
also on
was
the bomb
just-
itself. Yes.
Well then,
redundant systems.
what am I going to do with the other 55 seconds?
A victory lap, I imagine.
That's right.
Well, you wait
I-
the last 5 seconds. That's the norm. You wait.
Yeah.
I proceed
Or if you're in
to
a
try
James
to,
Bond movie, you wait until the last 7 seconds.
I proceed to try to disarm this device.
Fantastic. Give me daring and engineering difficulty 3, please.
Just
And
remember,
I will
if I can't
use.
it'll still carry on. And
I will
stop.
be using a lot of momentum.
You
I'll
you
be
got
using
3 momentum.
Did we not get momentum back? Oh no, because he only rolled 2.
Yeah.
Sixes,
Yeah, I
right?
needed that too, so it was worth it.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I will use the remaining 3.
Okay.
Well, what about your determination? Like, I know I keep on pushing for it, but a bomb?
Yeah, you've got to have something for this.
Up to you. Like, it's a precious resource. I spend mine willy-nilly, but...
Yes. I have 3 points of determination. Is that how this works?
You have 1 point of determination.
Oh, then I don't understand this character sheet. All right.
Hang on, let me
I don't either. It's fine.
Yeah.
Baracus, let me have a look.
Oh yeah, it looks like I've got 3 as well.
Yeah, you've only got 1. I don't know. Yeah, that is a weird character sheet, isn't it? But yeah, you should only have 1.
Okay. So does my talent, my bold talent, and bold engineering,
Bold
help me
engineering
here?
as a talent. What does that mean?
Need to look that up again.
Yeah, I had to get all mine in a sheet like a little while ago,
Let me
so I had them all.
let me find bold
in an hour.
engineering talents.
I believe it's if you spend momentum or give threat, you can re-roll a dice. I believe.
Bold
Like that.
engineering, yes. Whenever you attempt a task with engineering, when you buy one or more d20s, by adding to threat, you may re-roll a single d20. So yeah, you can re-roll if you give me threat, basically.
Yeah, it's like my warrior spirit. Only for me, it's really specific. And I can re-roll all of it.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. So even if I fail, I can re-roll.
Correct. Yes.
All right. And this is obstacle 2. You're saying?
Sorry.
You said
Difficult.
this was difficulty 2.
Difficulty 3.
Difficulty 3.
Even for you, a
spending
known explosive expert, this is a challenge.
Yeah.
If it were me, I'd use momentum, 3 points of momentum, and I'd use threat, and so you can re-roll a really tricky die.
Oh yeah, no, the threat's gonna happen.
All right, you spending that?
I didn't know.
momentum.
Yeah, I'm definitely spending the 3 momentum for
Okay.
2 extra die. Can Machiavel help me since has the remote and is in communication with me? Like,
Go on.
It
Like
does have a
Mission
communication
Impossible.
signal, right?
yeah,
I would say yes, but we are currently in combat. If we weren't in combat,
Okay.
possibly, but he is going to be occupied. So this is kind of happening. It is outside the combat, but because Machiavel is currently around guards, it might complicate things.
all right.
If he is
And do I have to declare? Do I have to declare using the point of determination
Yes.
up front, or?
You have to tell me which
But
which value you're using.
But I don't have to. Well, it would be every problem must have a solution if I'm going to do it.
Okay. Yeah. No.
But
Yep.
but I don't have to declare giving threat to re-roll the.
You'd have
missed
to tell
dice
me
if
because I need to add the threat.
No, but I don't have to do it until.
Oh, until you re-roll.
Until
No,
after
that's
I
fine.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wait until you need to re-roll it, then tell me. That's fine.
All right. I'm not going to spend determination. I'm just going to
Roll your 4.
spend the momentum and roll my 4, and then re-roll.
Okay, cool.
Give you some threat. All right. Here we go. Oh. What was this again? Control.
What did I
Control
say? Hang on.
versus- Daring.
Daring and
plus
engineering.
engineering. All right. I have 3 successes.
Nice. Very
So,
nice. So
Yeah.
you, in a very tense moment, the clock ticks down as it continues. It gets to that
Jesus.
last second. Sweat profusely coming down of your ridges, and you finally sit and you snip that blue wire, and it all just goes dead and calms down, and everything is resolved. And as you do that, the communicator that you are holding, Machiavel, emanates a certain tone, and as it does, the other Nausicans who know what that tone means, they instantly stop and they lay their weapons at the ground, hands behind the head, and they surrender, and they know they have been beaten. The 2 Nausicans in the ship, will attempt to start it, but they will be dissuaded, and they will then leave the ship, and they are at your mercy for now.
All right. First things first. This is really important. Am I allowed to decapitate? What's the leader of the Nauticans?
He's dead.
Yes, if
Yeah.
you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, I do wish.
Looking at him
I
a
mean,
bit
yeah.
odd. Can we do
Yeah.
this
Okay.
like that?
Give me.
he can do it, but I'm taking my bat'leth back. I'm like, I mean, this.
Here's the thing. Like, once I'm done, I'm going to present this to you and be like, look,
Okay.
your adversary's blood is on your blade. You killed him.
No, I didn't. But I did.
No one has to know. You defeated him. There you go. That's fine. As long as your honor is satisfied, I don't care.
I was going to say, there's a little bit of an honor conflict here because, anyway.
If there is, I want to be on the right side of it.
Okay. What if? Well, okay. Now I'll let you guys make that decision. But if whoever wants to decapitate, make it a presence and security roll difficulty 1. He's prone.
Security.
It's not just.
I'm allowing for incompetence.
Is
non-incompetent.
Klingon take the heads of their vanquished enemies? I can't remember that detail.
I do.
This is Machiavelli.
Okay, so I'm aiming for an 11 here. I'm going to spend a point of momentum here. So let's get 3
Wait,
D20.
I'm wondering if maybe we need to give his body back to his people intact. We don't know.
Fine. I'll take the second. I'll take the second officer then, if you want to keep this guy intact. But he's already lost a hand. I'm keeping the hand.
Just keep the hand. Yeah, keep the hand.
I'll
Why
keep the hand then.
decapitate keeping heads? What is this?
Look, I might need it for later.
Is this actually a Klingon thing, or is this weird to everybody else as well?
I have unknown purposes.
Well, yeah, exactly. I just want to make sure that it is definitely unknown, and I can't fathom it. It just sounds weird.
That's fine. My reasons are my own. That's all it takes. It's like, does it offend you that I'm taking his head?
Well, it's a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
More
I'm not going to do anything weird with it.
calm. Well, now you've just made me think that you are.
Okay, fine. To satisfy our potential diplomatic solution, I will not take the captain's head. I will instead take the second officer's head.
Fine, okay. So I want to drag the captain on board the ship. I want to read the captain's log if it needs like that.
Fine.
Okay. So we'll do one thing at a time here. So let's do you cutting off the head first, and then we'll get to the captain's log.
Okay. Would this not be a medicine task?
Oh, I'm going to assume you're approaching it surgically. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine. Make it, what did I say? Medicine and secure. Sorry, medicine and presence. Why not?
Okay. So
no,
12,
actually,
that's
you know what? Medicine and control. That makes more sense.
Medicine and control?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're using hitting with
13, yeah, that's what I want. And I'll be using my focus of surgery.
Of course.
Okay. 8, 9, and 11, so that's 3 successes.
Well done, you get 2 momentum back. Okay, I take it you're just going to board the ship, Chakamba, and read the log. To access the log, I have a thing for this somewhere. Where are we?
One hand, one head.
Give me insight and engineering. Difficulty 2 because it is alien. I would say 1 if it was a Klingon ship, but because it is a Nausicaan ship, give difficulty 2.
This looks like a computer. I'll give it a go.
It's running on some kind of electricity.
Beat me to it.
Insight, but engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah. My target is 8.
Oh shit. Do you want my dice?
Boy.
What are these stats?
15 and a 6.
So you got 1 success. Okay.
Yeah.
With that, you do manage to find a. I will give you something for this. You do manage to find a piece of information that was sent from something with Klingon identification. However, you do not know what that information is. But you are able to store it and take it with you and do what you like with it afterwards. If you wish to break into this information, that will require an insight and engineering difficulty 4 to decrypt. So you have something, but you don't know what it is, and you know it is of Klingon origin.
Could I possibly? Somebody else look at it in situ and not have it as difficulty 4?
It would no. At this point, it being accessed and removed from the ship, the encryptions have doubled, and it is now a solid device that needs to be. No, you could. You possibly could have if you succeeded the roll, but there is a penance, so there's difficulty. One of my notes here is that you can confront the leader of the Nausicaans about it and try and gain information there, but you killed him. Yeah. So that's out of the table.
Wasn't me.
Your blade killed him.
We don't have a mind sifter on the ship that we can stick the head into.
So at this point, Koltak has now beamed down onto the planet to assess what has happened, and he strides over to. He sees the situation. He sees the leader, and everyone dead, and sees sort of like the state everyone's in, and sort of the followers of the monks are now starting to file out, realizing that everything's sort of back to okay. And he goes, "It was a day of mixed glory. Whilst you were on the planet doing whatever, two of those fuckta beamed up to the ship, raided our computers and stole the information you have. It is fortunate you recovered it." And he holds out his hands like, "I demand that information now. We need to restore it to its proper place." And he holds his hands out like that. Go on.
What? So he's saying that the information that that's currently on the ship and I've got encrypted, double encrypted, is originally from his ship.
Correct.
And,
What is it stored on?
Let's say you've just removed it onto like a portable sort of pad kind of thing. It's a pad. It's on a pad.
Okay, so we have another pad that we could.
I'll give him a different pad.
We could palm and switch up then.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to do some sort of deception here?
I would suggest that this is a pad of how the bomb is supposed to be disarmed. Has it been disarmed yet? I do not know the actual information.
Baracus, if you want to update, I'm going to see. I'm assuming you've come and rejoined the group now.
Yeah.
After your exceptional subterfuge.
Yeah, I'm going to try and say that these are the schematics of the bomb. The instructions I couldn't fathom. They're still on board the ship.
It matters not what is on it. It is important that it is in my possession.
It's just a random pad, right? I've just picked up a random pad, right?
No, I'm going to say he knows you've got the information. I mean, are you presenting this to him, the pad that he has information on, first? Like, because he is your commanding officer, or have you switched out beforehand or afterhand, in which case it's going to be some sort of deception roll?
I go and like yell at Kumba.
I didn't expect him to ask me for it, so I will have to do the bit.
Fool, your commander has asked you for the pad, and I rip the pad out of his hand, and I turn to him and face him, and like swap pads as I'm yelling at him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do as your commander asks.
Okay.
Give him. I hand him a pad which I've encrypted on my way over. It's like as
daring, security, difficulty 3.
I knew it'd be.
Can I assist?
You can assist. Yes. How are you? How are you assisting?
So I would like to try and draw his attention by holding up the severed head and saying, "Quite a fetching specimen, wouldn't you say?" I'm thinking I'll have it preserved in my medical bay. I want to kind of gross him out, or at very least like make him go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say that doesn't need a roll. It's just a very vagrant kind of like. He just sort of looks and goes, "You are not bringing that on my ship."
Oh, I am.
Interesting.
Is he adding a roll to my attempt?
I'm going to say
because that's what I want to assist with. I want to help
with that. I will reduce it to difficulty 2.
Difficulty 2. All right, I'll spend a point of momentum to get a third die.
Can I could assist while he's getting it out of my hands. I could assist by making sure that he's by no, this is the one I want, and so that he can more easily maybe even drop it to the floor. We scramble on the floor.
You could do that, but I'm not going to add anything for it. I think this is going to be part of the exchange. I think only one assist for now.
Fair enough. I won't do that then, because that just sounds stupid.
Right.
Meanwhile, Benny Hill is playing somewhere, and everyone's like, "What is that music?"
What did you say? What is daring plus security?
Yeah, difficulty 2.
All right, I rolled a 1 and a 14. So
Oh wow, so 2 successes.
Yeah.
what doesn't the one?
The
no,
one
the
is
one
2
doesn't hit me,
successes. Oh, what was
Okay,
your
right.
target? Sorry.
No, my target's 14, so it's 3
Oh,
successes.
so 3 successes. So yeah, have momentum back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to switch that without him noticing because he's so distracted by the head. He's just like, and he doesn't notice. You switch the pads. You hand him the pad. I presume you've managed to encrypt it in the same way, with the same information.
Yeah,
the same
as
appearing
quickly as I
information.
could.
He looks at it and he puts it. Doesn't check it, but he will pop that in his jacket and will essentially say, report to the ship. Good work has been done here today. Maybe this will be the start of something for you. So I'm going to say congratulations, everyone. You have completed the what do you call it? Ju Kach Botas mission. The Norsicans who enslaved Torna 4. Wasn't quite expecting some of the moves you put there. Definitely threw me for one there. But first off, we now need to count how much glory you've received from this. So we're going to basically weigh this up against positive and negative influences. So, and this won't take long, and this won't be fun. And yes, no one died. Well, some people died. Was your mission victorious?
Yes.
Evidently
Yes.
so.
So that was
Yes.
victorious. Did you positively use one or more of your adventure's dictates? I don't know what that means. We'll ignore that. Did you obey the orders given to you by your superiors?
I'd say so. We weren't given any orders, really.
My superiors.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll count that.
This, so we did it. Yeah.
Did you condemn the dishonorable acts of others?
Yeah.
Yeah. They get all glory, I don't.
Did you kill enemy warriors?
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
Did you
We all
declare
did.
yourself
Thank you.
so that your enemies knew who they faced?
I didn't need to.
No, yeah, you did.
I
I
did.
could say you did
Yeah.
that. Yeah. If you were injured or slain, no, you weren't injured or slain. So okay, negative influences. Was your mission a failure?
Did.
Sorry.
He was injured sliding off the shield.
I was no. Shield. I was fine with the shield. He actually attacked me. I got 2 stress from his first attack or something.
No, that was the Targs, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Were you disobedient to your superiors?
Yes.
Yeah, you were. Don't you lie to me.
But in a good way.
Did you allow an insult to yourself, your ship, your crew, or your house to go unchallenged?
Oh no.
You did not. Very well done. Did you cheat or break a promise?
No.
Do you know?
Yeah. What's
I'm gonna say no, you didn't. Okay. Did you allow the dishonorable acts of another to go unchallenged?
I've had that one.
Yeah.
And
No. Oh, kind of. That's kind of
No.
different. Did you
Is
take
it?
prisoners or allow yourself to be captured? You did not. Did you retreat, relent, or surrender in battle? You did not. Did you employ poison?
Tried to,
You
didn't.
did not. Did you kill those who could not
Sneaky
defend
Machiavelli.
themselves or who were significantly weaker than you? I don't think you did. I think everyone was on a fair play. And did you seek to undermine your foes before attacking or attack using stealth, deception, or betrayal? Don't think you
I
did.
did.
Think you...
no, I just
I
tried to
kind of.
not stealth.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay. We'll do this as a group. Your
Probably not.
reputation is 1. So your target. I'm gonna get one of you to roll for this for me. So, your target number for this roll is equal to 7 plus your reputation. Your reputation is 1, so your target number is 8. The negative difficulty is 1 because that's the amount of shame you receive from. Sorry, not shame. Amount of negative influences. Hang on a minute. So I've got to work out this. Roll the number of d20s equal to the number of positive influences you have. So you had 8 positive. You had 5 positive influences. So there's going to be 5 d20 rolls. Less your target number. Your target number is 8. So any of those d20s that are equal or less than 8 will gain you a success. So someone roll me 5 d20s, please.
Should I roll them? Should I roll
Well,
these? I haven't
should
been
we roll-
rolling great.
Do we roll 2 each? No, I roll 1 and you guys roll 2.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
So it's, got,
right,
it's
right.
difficulty 1, and you've got to get less than 8.
Okay.
Oof.
Hang on.
Oh,
I have failed both my rolls.
Okay. What does that say? 1.
1.
Wow.
nice.
no crit.
That one.
Ah, I was going to say, I
Oh, hang
critted.
on. Less than your reputation rating. Oh, actually, no. You do get 2 for that. Sorry, I'm wrong. That is a critical. So
Spocky crushing it.
that's nice. You got 2.
Shy?
I rolled a 12 and a 9, so I fear
Okay.
I have not.
All right,
not
let's
helped
see what I
out
get. A 15
Okay.
and a 1.
And a
a
1.
one.
Fantastic. You have earned yourselves each, because I'm not gonna, because you're supposed to do this for everyone, but I'm not gonna do that because it's no fun. You have earned yourselves 4 glory. So congratulations, you have 4 glory, which we'll do off camera. I'll go through the improvements we can do at some point as well. You have not suffered any shame. You have acted honourably in the name of the Klingon Empire, and you have succeeded the first mission, Ju Kach Botas, House Change Revenge. So
Excellent.
Congratulations, guys. Been absolutely fantastic. Did you enjoy that?
I did.
Oh, yeah?
What about
That was great.
the personal missions?
Ah, interesting. Yes,
Yeah,
because you have one, don't you?
I do.
Can I
Yeah.
decrypt this pad before we close up?
Not this time. I'm going to say next time.
Okay.
For that one. Okay. But go on, Stars. What was your personal mission?
Oh, I can say now?
You
Okay. Hunting he loved, but love he laughed to scorn. Bring back the head of a sentient species as a trophy. This must be excellently cleaved from a live victim and displayed as an achievement of your warriorhood. For this you shall be awarded 2 glory. To fail is further disgrace.
A live victim.
Close enough.
Live
Close
enough. Yeah, I'll allow it.
He was pretty damn fresh.
Yeah. So well done. You've got yourself an extra 2 glory, and
Your back left back to you, by the way. Gumbo.
I took it back. Like,
Yeah.
straight
No,
away.
no, just making sure. We
Fantastic.
want to make sure.
on that note, thank you everyone for watching. This has been an absolute blast. You guys have been brilliant. This has been absolutely.
It's been great fun.
Yeah.
It's been excellent.
Yes.
Hopefully we'll
Thank
get the
you
next
again.
episode soon. Hopefully some more people will join us on that one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually expecting this mission to maybe take a couple of episodes, but I'm glad we managed to. It's been long, but we've managed to wrap it up in one. So I'm gonna have to get furious. I'm glad you picked this one first because this is the one I've had the most fleshed out. So we'll see. I've got the other ones fleshed
So-
out. Go on.
You didn't expect a Targ Stampede?
A little bit. I expected you to do something with them. That's kind of why I put that in there. But we'll see.
Yeah.
I wasn't quite sure what you do with them, but they were there. They were there for that. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. We will be back very soon on your screen. So go to our Discord and check our events page and all that. Blah 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 blah. We will see you soon. And from myself and everyone here, Kapla, fight with honor.
Kapla!
Kapla!